Almost 30% of all e-commerce websites use dropshipping for fulfillment. The global dropshipping market is estimated to be worth $243 billion in 2023, which is a 23% increase from 2022. And the global dropshipping market is set to reach $476 billion by 2026, which makes it an ideal choice to enter the e-commerce realm. What is up, party people? My name is Daryl Wilson. Today in this video, I'll be showing you guys how to create a dropshipping business and website from scratch, step by step. So to get started, let me first explain what exactly is dropshipping. Dropshipping is a retail fulfillment method where an e-commerce website doesn't keep the product it sells on its website. Instead, when the store sells a product to a customer using the dropshipping model, it purchases the product from a third party and has it shipped directly to the customer. As a result, the main seller doesn't have to deal with shipping and packaging the product directly. Dropshipping is great for entrepreneurs and allows you to enter the e-commerce space without investing large amounts of capital. In this video, we will be using a new dropshipping platform to create your dropshipping website called SellTheTrend. SellTheTrend uses AI technology to help you find products that are currently selling well and are predicted to grow in demand as time goes on. With this platform, you can pick trending products and use AI-generated content to help you with keyword description. What's even better, you can also view various other dropshipping websites and their products and see what products are working for them. You can also view various dropshipping websites and see their winning products. You can also view other dropshipping websites' marketing campaigns to help you understand your competition and create optimal competitive performing marketing ads. This platform has really changed the game for dropshipping, and in this video, I'll walk you through how to use SellTheTrend step by step. Dropshipping is great for entrepreneurs because it allows you to enter the e-commerce realm without risking large amounts of capital. In fact, if you guys do decide to start an e-commerce website or even create your own brand and product, it's always better to start from a dropshipping website first because it teaches you the fundamentals of e-commerce, and it also shows you how to manage an online store without all the risks and downsides. Here are some benefits of managing and running a dropshipping website. Low startup costs. Since you don't have to purchase inventory up front, the initial investment required for dropshipping is much lower compared to traditional retail business. There's also no need for physical inventory. Since you don't have to hold any inventory, you don't have to worry about storage space or managing stock levels. This also eliminates the risk of having unsold inventory. Wide selection of products. You can offer a wide variety of products to your customers since you don't need to purchase the items until they're sold. And private labeling. Once your dropshipping store gets sales, you can always convert your dropshipping store to your own branded products. I personally do wish I started from dropshipping for my coffee website. For my coffee website, kobecoffee.com, we had to invest around $15,000 in coffee. We had to purchase large amounts of space. We also had to get registered with the FDA. And I think starting the whole business cost me around $20,000. And the sales were actually very poor when we first got started. So in that specific case, you can see why dropshipping is very beneficial. There is a huge demand for dropshipping. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how to start a dropshipping business from scratch, step by step. Now we're going to build your dropshipping website in 4 simple steps. In step 1, we'll get your website up and running. I'll walk you through how to get a web hosting and a domain. I'll also show you how to import a starter website where you can get your dropshipping store up and running quickly. In section 2, the dropshipping platform. In section 2, I'll show you the dropshipping platform called SellTheTrend. SellTheTrend is a relatively new dropshipping platform, but with amazing capabilities. You'll be able to pick popular products from TikTok, look at your competitor store to see exactly what they're selling, plus you can even get a same copy of their marketing campaigns. This is definitely the new era of dropshipping, and you'll have all the information you need to be a successful dropshipper. In section 3, website optimization. In section 3, we'll make sure that your website is fully optimized. We'll make sure that your website can incorporate sales banners, pop-ups, and we'll also connect it with Google. We will also show you some really cool, easy to import websites available on my website. We will also show you some really helpful resources that all dropshipping websites should have. In section 4, marketing. Marketing is the second most important aspect of any business or e-commerce website. Without a successful marketing plan, you probably won't succeed. Running my own dropshipping store, I've spent thousands of dollars on different platforms like Pinterest, Google, Twitter, Facebook, and various other platforms, and I'll show you what works best for me. We also do have downloadable slides that I'll provide you all that you can always come back and refer to help with your marketing campaigns. So you guys ready to get started? Let's go ahead and get started and create your dropshipping website with WordPress. Now there is a link in the description of this video. It'll take you to a page to purchase fast web hosting. And this is SiteGround.com. Now, SiteGround.com is among one of the fastest, yet also most reliable web hosting providers available. Now, how do I know that? How do you guys know I'm not just lying to you, right? Well, we actually test all of the hosting companies that we recommend on this YouTube channel. So over the last 30 days, you guys will see that we've had 0 downtime with SiteGround, and all of our websites load at around 1 second with SiteGround.com. So you guys will have a fast and reliable website when hosting with SiteGround.com. Now, this is their current landing page, but the link that you guys used might have taken you guys to this page, which is my current landing page with SiteGround.com. Now, just for using my link, you guys will get a free domain. Pretty cool, right? So you guys just came up, and you guys do get 86% off your web hosting. So congratulations. Now, here we have 3 different plans. We have the Startup, the Grow Big, and the Go Geek. Now, I usually recommend the Grow Big. The main difference is with the Grow Big plan, you guys can host unlimited websites versus the Startup, which is just one. And the Go Geek, that's something a little bit larger scale, something for like me, where my website's getting like a few 100,000 visits. But for those of you who are just getting started out, the Grow Big will do just fine. So right here, let's click on Get Plan. So go ahead and register your domain, right? So this is the name of your website, and this can be anything, right? So just give it some thoughts. I'm gonna put something very basic here. So Daryl's chat tutorial.com. See if that's available. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, no. So sorry. Daryl's chat tutorial.com. There we go. Okay. Next, you'll be brought to your review and complete page. So here you're gonna create an account. So you'll put in your email, your password, you'll put in your first name, your last name, yada, yada, yada. Here you'll enter in your payment information like your credit card and your social security number. I'm just kidding, guys. That's a joke. They don't ask for your social. It's a joke. Don't put it on there. It's a big joke. Next, we have purchase information. And for the period, I recommend doing either 12 months or 24 months. The reason why is because when you guys use my link, you guys do get the maximum discount code available. You guys also do get a free domain, so this will save you guys more money in the long run. Now here we have extra services. And guys, I do recommend selecting one of these options for extra services. I do recommend the domain privacy. This will actually protect your personal information from companies who want to send you spam, right? So if you don't check this, you guys might get emails for Viagra, for SEO packages, from all this crazy marketers. So if you guys do add domain privacy protection, this will protect your personal information from third parties. And once we scroll down, you guys will go ahead and confirm. And if you guys do want to subscribe to their newsletter, you'll click on that box. And once you guys fill everything out, you guys will then click on Pay Now. So I'm going to go ahead and fill all this information out, and I'll meet you on the next page. All right, cool. So once you guys go through the process and sign up and pay for your account, it'll then tell you that your account has been successfully created. Right here, let's click on Proceed to Customer Area. All right, so it actually took me to a login page right here where it wants me to log in. So I'm going to enter my credentials here and then click on Login. All right, and this is your welcome message from SiteGround. Now, the very first thing that you guys should do before we set up our website is to verify your address and your domain. The reason why is if you guys don't verify this within 2 weeks, they're going to suspend the domain. So whatever email that you guys use to sign up for, you'll just go to that specific email, and you'll get an email that looks just like this right here where it says verification required. You'll simply go over here and just click on this link, and that's going to verify your domain. So here is the current domain that I used. So we're going to scroll down here and click on Verify Information. And the reason why they ask for that is because this is part of ICANN rules, where basically the domain that issues them, they want to know who owns that domain. So in case later you guys want to sell it or you want to claim ownership, they know exactly whose it is. So let's go back to our SiteGround account here. Now the first thing that we're going to do is set up our website. So right here, click on Set Up Site. So right here, we have our existing domain, right, where we're going to select the domain that we already have purchased. So right here is the current domain. And then we'll click on Continue. Next, on the left side, you're going to see Start New Website. Let's go ahead and click on Select and Start a New Website. We're going to scroll down and we're going to select WordPress. So right here under WordPress, click on Select. Now go ahead and create your login credentials. Now these are the credentials that you guys use to log into WordPress so you guys can build and modify your blog and website. So right here, you'll put in the email address and then you'll put in a password. Make sure to write this down because if you guys do forget this, you'll have to go to the reset password and you'll have to contact support if that email address isn't available. So yeah, just make sure to write this down, okay? And once you guys do, you'll go ahead and click on Continue. So next they're offering us the SiteGround Site Scanner. I don't really want this, so right here, I'll just click on Finish. Awesome, it is now creating our WordPress website, so just give this about 2 minutes. All right, cool. So now SiteGround has created our website. So over here under Site Tools, let's go ahead and click on Site Tools. All right, cool. And here is the customer site portal. And here you guys can access different things, like you guys can create email accounts, you can access your file manager. On the left side, you can see you can access the file manager, access your FTP accounts. Here you can get access to backups where they create a backup. I believe it's every 6 hours, pretty cool. And just some other security options. Over here, you see WordPress. Whoops. Here I'll click on Install and Manage. Now what I want to do is log into our websites. So under WordPress, Install and Manage, if we scroll down, you're going to see our installations. So here's our current domain. On the right side right here, which says Log into Admin Panel, go ahead and click on Log into Admin Panel. And this is going to log you into your WordPress websites. Now this is SiteGround Setup Wizard, and you guys can actually choose to exit out of this, but if you guys want to actually go through the process, here I'll click on Start Now. So once you guys log into WordPress, it'll prompt you through the SiteGround Setup Wizard. Now you guys can actually skip this because all it's going to do here is make you install a WordPress theme, which we're going to do a little bit later. So at the bottom of the page, you're going to see the exit. Go ahead and click on exit. And ta-da, this is your new WordPress website. So this is the backend of your WordPress website, and this is where all the magic happens. Now, if you guys want to see what your website looks like right now, here at the top, you'll click on Visit Sites. And this is our new WordPress website. Little bland, little boring, but don't worry, we'll make the site look really cool. Now we're gonna convert our website into this demo website right here. Now this is a starter demo website that I am using, and we're gonna turn our website into something that looks just like this. You'll see it's a great looking website. It has a bunch of various products right here, and I imported these products using the SellTheTrend platform. And the entire website you can import automatically using a free starter template, and then just go ahead and import the products from the other platform. So I'll walk you guys through on how to do all that in this video. So before we go ahead and start talking about starter templates, let's first introduce you guys to the general settings. Now over here, you're gonna see users. First, let's go ahead and click on a profile. Now this is where you guys can change the admin color scheme of your website. So you'll see we have light, modern, midnight, blue, and these other colors like sunrise, really ugly. Ugh. But we're gonna go with midnight. I feel like this is just easier on the eye, right? So I'm gonna select midnight. And if I scroll down right here, we can also adjust the language of the website. So if you guys do speak various languages, you can change it to any of these languages, and the language will apply for the entire backend of the website. And scrolling down here, if you guys ever want to change the email address, you guys can change it right here. This is actually very important because if you guys forget your password for WordPress, it will be sent to this specific email on file. And if we scroll down, here is where we can adjust our password. So if you guys do want to change the password for your website, this is where you can change it. I'll show you where you can log in and log out in just a bit, but this is where you can change the password for your WordPress websites. And scrolling down here, I'll click on Update Profile. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here under the Settings option, and then we're gonna click on Permalinks. Now you always wanna change the permalink structure to post name. And the reason why you want to do this is because you want your website to say, darylwilson.com/shop, right? Or about us. So if we go over here to our website and click on the about us, you'll see how the permalink structure says about us. So that's why you want to select it to post name. This is also good for SEO as well. So we're going to scroll down and we'll click on Save Changes. Also over here under the general option, here are the other options where again, you can access the email right here, and also you can adjust the site language at any time right here under the general options as well. So let's go back over here to dashboard. So now that I showed you guys the general options, let me show you how to log in and log out of your WordPress websites. So notice here how we can log in and log out with this black bar here at the top. I'll first show you guys how to log out of your website. So on the top right, you're gonna see the username right here. I'll click on Logouts. And it's gonna bring you to this login screen right here. Now, if I go over here and I press enter, you'll now see that black bar is gone and there's no way I can log into the website. So in order to log into your website, you'll go to your domain and you'll type in -wp-admin, just like that, and then press enter. Once you do, it'll prompt you to the login screen. Now, this is where you're going to enter your login credentials that you guys used when you created your WordPress account. So here I have my username And then we also have my password. I'll click on Remember Me, and then click on Login. All right, great. So that's how you guys can log in and log out of your WordPress websites. So now that we've done that, now let's go ahead and import a starter template. And to do that, we're going to use a specific WordPress theme. So over here, we have Appearance, and then we have Themes. And right here, let's click on Add New. Now, before we go on any further, let me first explain what a WordPress theme is and how it affects your websites. First, let's talk about what is a WordPress theme. Every website you make with WordPress requires a specific WordPress theme. Without getting too techy, a WordPress theme is a general style and layout of your current website. Each WordPress theme has different options in the theme customizer. The options can range from a header and a footer builder, different blog post layouts, controlling the width of your website like a blocks or a full width, or specific e-commerce features like product layouts or different shop page layouts. A WordPress theme generally controls the layout and style of your current WordPress website. A WordPress theme does not build the website itself, but it's more of an outside shell for the page builders and a starting point to build your WordPress website. Feel free to check out many of the WordPress themes to find a style that fits for you and your WordPress website. You guys got that? So a WordPress theme generally controls the outer layer of your website, like the shop page, the blog page, and the header and the footer, and other various parts of the website. If you look at the actual presentation of these like little themes right here, this is all done with the actual page builder. So the page builder is doing a majority of the work. Themes are becoming less and less important because the page builders today are getting really, really innovative. Now, what we're gonna do is we are going to install a theme that has some cool starter templates. We're gonna go over here to search templates, or I'm sorry, search themes, and we're gonna type in Blocksy. Now, you guys can always switch between themes, so don't feel like you have to like commit yourself to one theme. You guys can always switch between themes, and you guys will not lose any of your work whatsoever. So this is the theme that we're gonna be using. It is called Blocksy. So right here, you'll click on Install, then you'll click on Activate. All right, cool. Now right here, it's saying we want you to install the Blocksy Companion plugin. If this notice did not pop up for you, you can go over here and click on Blocksy, scroll down right here, and you can also install the Blocksy Companion plugin right here. So I'll go ahead and click on Install Blocksy Companion. All right, and once you guys do that, you'll then see that you have this new tab right here for starter sites. Now, you guys can pick any sort of template that you guys want, right? So there are templates for catering, for barbershop products, for gadget products, furniture products. We have fake plants, which is actually a very popular dropshipping niche. There's also this one right here, which is multi-purpose. And there are some other templates like yoga products and chairs and stuff like that. But we can go ahead and switch between templates at any time. But I want you guys to follow me for this specific part of the video. So I want you guys to import this specific template right here. It is called Garter Robe. Right here, you'll click on Import. So now it's talking about a child theme. A child theme is essentially a theme that will protect you if you actually embed a lot of CSS. But if you are not a developer, it really doesn't matter too much. So I'm just gonna click on Next right here. Now this is very important. So it's saying choose a page builder. You guys wanna select Elementor for the page builder and then click on Next. Now it's going to activate the plugins. Now Elementor is the page builder that we're gonna be using. WooCommerce is the plugin that actually allows you to sell on your website. So this will allow you to create products and also accept payments on your website. And WP Forms is a plugin that will actually create a really nice contact form for your dropshipping websites. So we're gonna click on Next right here. And we're just going to click on Install, and it's going to delete everything else on our website, and it's gonna create a fresh install from the template that we saw earlier. So right here, I'll click on Install. And now we're just gonna wait about 1 minute. So this is going to import all of the content, like the colors, the images, and also the products. So just give this like 1 or 2 minutes. All right, so the starter site has imported successfully. So right here, you'll click on View Sites, and your new site is now live. So here we go, we have our new website. You'll see that it imported a really nice landing page right here. I know it looks a little large, but that's just because I'm recording on a 1600 by like 800 dimension for these videos, just so it's not too small, right? So if you look at this from like a 1920 by 1080, it'll actually fill up the whole page. It looks really, really nice. And we'll scroll down, you'll see that we have secure payments, 30-day money back. I mean, this is a really beautiful e-commerce website. And as you can tell, like if someone comes to this website, they're gonna think that the site looks amazing, right? It also imported a lot of demo products right here. Also here, we have some categories, right? We have sweaters, jackets, accessories, and it just created a lot of demo products and it looks really, really nice, right? So let's go ahead and just keep scrolling down here, make sure everything imported nice. And it looks great. You know, all we have to do obviously is just change like our logo right here to your logo and make some small modifications. And you'll see that the website looks amazing. Here's our product page, right? Beautiful looking product page. I really do like this product page. It looks really nice and clean. We have services, what they're about. And of course, we can change this. We can swap the images and you can put any image that you want right here, of course. Then we have the About Us, right? So we have like a shoe collection, our team, and of course you can just put you and your staff, or just put whoever you want. It doesn't even have to be you guys. You know, a lot of these dropshipping websites, they're just like filled with a bunch of like random content, you know. And then here is our contact page where we have our contact form where someone can go ahead and send you a message that will go directly to your email inbox. Pretty amazing, right? You know, the things that are getting created with WordPress are amazing. You know, technology is advancing so fast and quickly. Okay, so now that we imported these starter templates, I now want to show you guys how to design it with the page builder. So let me give you guys a 10-minute overview about how to actually use this page builder Elementor. Here at the top, you're going to see Edit with Elementor. This is the page builder that we use in order to design the website. Right here, it's going to say that we need a kit. Just go ahead and click on Recreate a Kit. This only has to be done once. So right here, this might prompt you to recreate a kit. Just click on Recreate Kit, save changes. It is just technical jargon, but that's all you have to do in order to make that disappear. Now we're gonna go back over here and click on Edit with Elementor. Okay, so this is the actual builder itself, right? I'm gonna close this really quick. Now here we have elements on the left side, and you can drag and drop these elements onto the page. Now, for example, if I wanna take this heading text, I'll just drag and drop it, and then where we see this little pink line, you'll then see that you can drag and drop the elements. Now for every element, you're gonna see the content tab. This controls the actual content of the actual element. Then you have style. Style will control the color and typography of the element. And then you have advanced, and this will actually change the position of the actual element if you want to adjust it. Also, you can add in things like motion effects, which add in like little like transitions and just animations to these specific elements, right? So that's what these three tabs are referring to. Now I'm gonna go ahead and right click on this and I'll delete it. So what you can do is you can go between these elements here and you can scroll down through the page and you can drag and drop these elements as you see fit. So for example, we can take this image right here and drag it anywhere where that pink line is right here. I really hate the pink, you know, I don't like the pink, to be honest. The pink color scheme is really ugly. I think they are actually creating a new update where you can actually change the actual color of the scheme right here. But for example, if I want to upload an image right here, I'll click on Choose Image, click on Media Library, and I'll just use like one of the imported ones they gave us. So I'll select this image right here, and then you'll see that you can, use this specific image. And of course, we can duplicate it, right? And once I duplicate it, I can actually take the pencil and drag and drop it. So I'll take this and I'll hold it, and I can drag and drop it right here, duplicate, drag and drop, right? Duplicate and drag and drop, right? And then of course we can change this image to something else, just to make this a little bit more relevant and not so tacky, right? Because if you can see all the same images look really ugly, right? So obviously this is just an example, I'm not even, showing you guys what you have to do, but I'm just giving you guys an example of this is how you can change the images and stuff like that on your website. Okay. Now you guys might notice that the products don't display, and that's because it's using a shortcode. So for this specific case, the shortcode won't display here, but once you guys actually close the builder, the products will propagate. All right. Now here you're going to see that you can go ahead and adjust these images right here. And of course you can go ahead and drag and drop more stuff right here. So if you want like a button, you can take a button right here, drag and drop it, right? And for the button here, you can obviously change the text. Like this can be like buy more or buy now. And then you can link them to a specific part. Like for example, I will type in the shop page or see, not the shop, the, what's it called again? The actual shop page here. It is the products page, sorry. So I'll type in products, and then you'll see we can link them directly to the products page. And then for the style, what we can do is we can change the font, right? So for example, I'll change this to something else. Oh, gotta close that. We'll change this to like Poppins, you know, Poppins. I like Poppins bold, right? So I'll change this to Poppins bold, right? And then also for the color, we can change like the text color and the background color, right? So over here, I can change this to like something like, I don't know, red, right? And then of course we can right click and duplicate, drag and drop, right click and duplicate, and then also drag and drop, right? So you can see that it's a very fluid builder. It's really simple to use. And now let's say you guys want to create a new section, right? Maybe you want to add a section below your products in this section right here. You'll click on the plus section, and then you have the plus, and then here we have columns. Now in the future, Elementor is planning to phase this out and use something called the Flexbox. I do have a video that shows you how to use Flexbox, and I will leave that in the description. But for now, we can use basic columns. So for example, we have a 3-column row, right? And let's say, for example, I want to put a heading text, right? Then below that, I'll put in an image, right? And then below that, I will throw in a button, right? And then right here, we can just go ahead and change this to something like, so I'll just go ahead and select this girl right here. And it looks like for the text, it looks like it disappeared on me. I'll put something like our new arrivals. And then obviously for this button, we can just link them to that specific page. Now, since I'm lazy, I'm actually going to right click on this, and I'm gonna copy this. And then over here, I can paste the style. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm just stealing all of the work that we've done to that one button, and I'm just, you know, putting it to this element. Now, when you right click on elements, you have options. You can duplicate something, you can delete it, you can copy, you can paste it, and you can also save it as a default. That means when you guys actually import the button, all of the future buttons will have that same exact style, right? So that's actually pretty cool, and it's a good way to speed up the process. Now, we can duplicate elements, but we can also duplicate entire rows and columns. For example, I'll right click on this one, and I will duplicate it. I will right click over here and then also duplicate that. And then I'll delete these ones right here. Got that? Now I want to make some space, right? So this is where padding comes into play. So over here, I'll click on these 6 dots, and then you'll see that we have more options for this specific column. So we have the layout, which controls like the actual width of the actual section. We have style. This will allow us to add in a background color, a gradient, or a video or something like that. Then we have the advanced tab, and this will allow us to change the space. So I'm gonna unlink these values right here, and I wanna add space right here now, right? So here we're adding space, and we can also add space to the bottom. Once that's done, over here under style, we can now change a color, right? So we'll change this to something else right here. You can see we can change the color, right? Also, they do have like the create with AI, where they are starting to introduce more elements right here where you can create AI images and stuff like that. But that will probably be for a whole nother video. I don't really recommend it. I don't really like the AI images just yet, because you're gonna spend half your time actually trying to find good images. And to me, I just don't think AI is ready yet for images. Now, if you guys do want to change the column width, you'll see right here, we can change the full width section, right? So you'll see now that it pushed it full width. If I close this, you will see that the entire section went full width, right? So that's how you guys can create whole columns. Now, there is one other thing that I want to show you guys before we talk about the landing page, and that is the pre-made blocks. So I'll click on the templates right here, and it's going to have blocks, pages, and my templates. So what we can do is we can actually import a block. Now, I do believe there are some free blocks that you guys can use, right? So you can use some of these blocks. A lot of these are pro, as you can tell. The ones that say pro here are, you know, pro. But if there is no pro, like this one right here, you guys can insert this specific block. Now, you guys will need to connect this to Elementor.com. So all you have to do here is just make an account with Elementor, and then you can use their blocks. There is no cost to you whatsoever. And what this will do is that this will actually sync up your website with Elementor, so you can have access to all of those blocks. So you can see here how we imported that block, and everything imported successfully. And of course, we can make this wider. We can adjust it with the style. We can also drag in more elements onto the block and vice versa. So as you guys can tell, it's a very simple to use drag and drop builder. And I do have a whole video that shows you how to use this builder from scratch, including all of the pro version and features. And it's about 4 hours long. If you guys do want to watch that video, I will leave it in the description of this video. So here is the video, and this pretty much is a 4-hour video, and it walks you guys through the fundamentals of Elementor and WordPress. We go through all the features, right? So we go through how to make pages, how to make posts. We talk about the UI changes. We talk about the Flexbox container, the practice, just tons and tons of stuff. So once you guys watch this whole video, you guys will be on your way to master the Elementor page builder. So just give it some time, spend a few hours, and after that, you guys will be a Elementor pro, and you'll know how to make really professional looking WordPress websites. All right, so enough trying to upsell you guys on watching my video. Let's actually change this to this right here. So as you guys can tell, I added a background image, I used some bags right here, and I just added this other icon. So the first thing I want to do is I want to add a background here, right? Now I'm going to turn on the navigator, and this actually helps us because a lot of these elements are really hard to click on. So you'll see right here that we have the entire section. This is where I want to add a background image to. So make sure to turn on the navigator, select the section, go to style, and then we're going to upload a background image. So right here, choose the image. Now, if you guys want to upload a file, just click on upload files, click on select files, and then you can upload images to your website where you can use them on the website later. Now, right here, I have this background.png. I will leave this file in the description below this video. So all you have to do is just click on it, click on import, and then click on select. And this will now be your new background image, right? So let's go ahead and take a look here. I'll go ahead and open it. Okay, so it's right here, as you can tell, right? But now we need to actually set the position. So here we can see that we have display size. I want this to cover the entire background, right? So cover is essentially going to force the image to cover everything. And as you guys can tell, the actual background right here does cover everything. Whoops, I'm going to go ahead and close that. It's getting a little bit too large. And if we do something like contain is just going to put the image only about the image size. So whatever size the image is, it's just going to use it, right? But I do want to change this to cover because I think cover is, I just like it. I want it to cover the entire background right there. All right, now the next thing that I want to do is I want to actually go to background overlay right here. And what the authors did here is they actually used this image as a background overlay. There's no right or wrong way to do design, but I don't want this as the background overlay. So I'm just going to get rid of that. So now that we've deleted that, we can now upload our bag instead of that actual image. So right here, I'll click on choose file, and I'm going to select this bag right here. I also left this image in the description. So I'll go ahead and click on select right here. And now that we have this bag right here, you can see that we just got to make some small adjustments. So for the position right here, I can put something like center, or we will center right. And I think that looks pretty good right there, right? So now we have these bags right here, and instead we don't have that other image. So you guys can just go ahead and replace that image with anything that you want using the background overlay. Now, of course, you guys can use different methods. Obviously, that is just an advanced strategy. You guys can actually just use an image element right here, drag it onto the page, and you guys can just go ahead and use this way instead, right? I mean, it's the same thing. So this might be easier for you guys, because I think the other strategy was a little bit advanced because they started using background overlays as a technique. And yes, as a beginner, that can be a little confusing. Also, I want to go ahead and duplicate this, and I want to drag it up here, right? Just like our demo. So now you guys will see that we have our landing page right here where we have our text, and then we have these bags. Okay, so now that we've actually given you guys a rundown of how to use this builder, now let's go ahead and go to the next section here and talk about how to actually create pages and also create a menu. Now what I'm gonna first do right here is I'm actually gonna change this position right here. I'm gonna make this a little bit larger. Also for the position right here, you can always change this to custom, and then you can actually move the actual image right here. So if you want to really properly align it and make it really centered, here you'll see that it's right in the center, and this looks a lot nicer. So you guys can always use the custom section if you want to adjust and move the product to exactly where you want it to be. So now that I've shown you guys that, I'll go ahead and click on update. And let's take a look at the website now. So here's the website, and as you guys can tell, it looks great. We have the text on the left side. We have the product right here. I actually got rid of those images. I didn't really want them there. And then we have our products. We have just some more introduction. We have those buttons there earlier. And here we have more popular products. And that is pretty much how you guys can use this page builder. So now that I've given you guys a good overview of how to use the Elementor page builder, now let me show you guys how to create pages and also how to adjust the menu. Now, first let's go ahead and go to dashboard. And on the left side, you're gonna see pages. So first let's click on all pages. So here are all the pages for your website. We have the about us, we have the checkout, the contact, and all these other various pages, right? If you guys wanna make your own page, here at the top, you'll click on add new. And now we're going to create a new page, and this will be like our team. Here, I'll click on publish and publish. And if you want to design your new page, you will then click on edit with Elementor, and this will activate the page builder so that you guys can now design this part of the website. So I'll go ahead and click on the folder. And for the category, I'll try to find team right here. There we go, team. And I will just grab something really quick. I'll just put out team. I think they meant our team, right? Out team. I think they messed up here. So I'll just insert this one here and voila. So now we have our team. And I know this might look a little weird, but if you click on it, it fixes all of that, right? So you can actually replace these with your team. You can change the text. And then of course we can change this to like, you know, our amazing team, right? And we can change the font right here for the typography. So we can change this to Poppins, right? Or something like that. And everything works great. And you can keep adding to it and you can add in more elements to this and so on and so forth, right? So the Elementor page builder is really simple to use, right? But now that we've created this page, now let's assign it to the menu. But before we do that, we do have this our team right here. So one last thing I do want to show you guys is this title right here, right? Now, whenever you guys do create a new page, it's going to display the title of the page. But sometimes you don't want this to display. So what we can do is we can actually go over here to settings. And for the page layout, I'm going to change this to Elementor full width. That is essentially just going to say, I only want Elementor and nothing else on the page. And then you'll see that the title's gone. So I'll click on update. And if I view the page again, you will see that the title is now gone. And just remember, guys, you can go to any of these pages right here and you can turn on the builder and you can adjust and fix any of these pages that you guys want, right? But now that we've created that page, you guys are going to notice that it's not on the menu. So we now need to assign that page to the menu. So let's go over here to dashboard. And under the appearance, you're going to see menus. Now, when you guys created the starter templates, the Elementor page builder actually created a menu for us. So here is the actual menu. We have the home, products, services, about us, news, and then contact. Over here under pages, I'll click on view all, and here are all the pages that are on the actual websites. Not necessarily which ones are on the menu, but that are on the actual websites. Here we have the our team. I'll click on add to menu. And I'm going to take this right here and I'll put it right there, right? And at the bottom right here, I'll click on save menu. And if we visit our sites, you'll now see that we have the our team section right here. And then you'll see that the page is right there, right? So that's how you guys can actually create a page and also add it to the menu. So next I want to show you guys how to create products and also how to delete products. So over here, you're going to see products. And I'm going to click on all products. Now, all of these right here are demo products, and many of these probably won't apply to you, right? So to delete products, I'm going to click on the bulk actions right here, and I'm going to move to trash. And this is going to delete all of these products off of the websites. So now I'm going to click on apply. And now all the products are gone. Really quick, I'm going to update this WooCommerce database. Sometimes you guys will have to update the WooCommerce plugin, and that will get rid of this notice right here. Now, in order to create your own products, you'll click on add new. So right now, I'm just going to demonstrate how to create a simple product manually, and then I'll show you how to import them automatically. But I first want to explain how to create your own, just in case you guys want to create your own products, right? This will be like the baseball cap. whoops, baseball cap. And here is the product description. Now this description will be displayed at the bottom of your product. So for example, we have this t-shirt right here, right? But if I scroll to the bottom, you're gonna see description. So this is the description that will be displayed below your actual product, right? So this would be something like the material, where it's made from, or something like that. Obviously, I'm just gonna put some demo content in there just to get started. And then here we have the simple product, right? Now there is a simple product and there's also a variable product, and these are a little bit more popular. So this right here is an example of a simple product. The only option here is add to cart. So this is a simple product. A variable product is a product with multiple variables such as size or color. But let's just first create a simple product. So the simple product costs $100, but I will put on a sale for the entire month of July for 50 bucks. And here is the product short description. So the short description is the first description that people are gonna see when they click on your product. So I'll go ahead and just paste the short description there. Here we have the product image. So we can put in a image of the actual product. If you guys do have more images of the actual product, you can add those to the product gallery. So I will throw in this one over here, right? And then we also have product categories. So if you guys do have specific categories, you can create those categories, and all the products that you create will be displayed in those specific categories. For example, over here, you'll see that we have t-shirts as a category, right? So we only have one t-shirt that's displayed. So let's go ahead and find actual other categories here that might have actual more products in it. We'll click on this snapback cap, accessories, and here you'll see that we have 4 different products. So all of the products under the accessories will be displayed here. So that's why you guys want to create categories. It's a great way on how to categorize all your products to make things a lot more organized. After that, we've created the product categories, the image, the description. We are now ready to publish this product. So I'll go ahead now, click on publish. We will view the product. So here is the actual product. You'll see the baseball cap is $100, but now it is on sale for $50. We have our short description right here. We have the gallery product right there. We have the accessories, right? And if I click on this, all of the products under the accessories will be displayed right here. I'll click on back. And then below that, we have the long description of the actual product. So that's how you guys can create products from scratch for your WordPress website. All right, so now that we understand how to use the page builder and we know how to create products, next let's talk about how to create your logo to input your brand on this website, and also how to create a terms and conditions and privacy policy. Up here at the top, you'll see this customize button. Go ahead and click on customize. Now I mentioned earlier, every theme for WordPress has a theme customizer, and these options differ depending on what theme that you pick. So here are the general options for the theme, right? This controls like the header, the footer. The post types control like the blog post, the single post, and also WooCommerce. This controls like the layout of your products and stuff like that, and there's a few to pick from. So I did mention that this actually does control various parts of the website. We're gonna touch base more on the theme customizer a little bit later, but all we wanna do right now is under the header section, you're gonna see that there is this header builder. And we can drag and drop elements here, and this is how we can design our header. You can see here how I can adjust this button. I can put the button up here, right? Or I can put it down there. And I can also like drag these elements anywhere, and this is how you would design the header. This also applies to the footer, so you guys can use this drag and drop builder here to also adjust the footer of your website. But you're gonna see that there is a logo element, and this is where you can adjust the logo for your websites. Now, if you guys do not have a logo, there is a website that I do recommend that you guys can get someone to make a logo for as little as $5, and that is Fiverr.com. No surprise, right? So over here, I'm gonna go to Fiverr.com and type in logo, and you guys can have someone make a logo for you for as little as $5, right? So let's see, so over here under budgets, we're going to put the value under like $35, or we can do something like no more than 20 bucks. Now, the reason why I recommend doing this is because if you guys use a free logo maker website, that logo is legally never yours, and you can never copyright or brand it because it's being used by hundreds of thousands of other people, right? So my personal advice, Go to someone like this right here, just get something unique, get a logo for $5. It doesn't cost you much, right? And you can see here that this guy will make a simple logo for you for as little as $5, right? So you guys can use this website, and once you guys do get a logo created for you, you guys can actually upload it. So for example, you guys can actually see that this does have other other little like images in here, and just for tutorial purposes, you guys can just use something like this right here, upload it, and then you'll see the logo changes, right? So that's how you guys can adjust the logo for your websites. Now, the next thing is you guys might notice at the top right here, like for Fiverr, there is this little green circle, and this is the site identity. So over here, if we go back, we're going to scroll down, and under the core section, you're going to see site identity. This is where you can upload a site icon that will showcase your website on browsers. So let's see if we can find something here. We'll go ahead and just grab, we'll just grab this one, right? We'll grab this. Actually, no, we'll grab these t-shirts, right? We'll grab these t-shirts. Now, this is a white background, but you can see here on the right side that there are t-shirts here, but I think this is actually hard to see. So let's pick something that's a little bit more apparent, right? Let's pick something more visible. I'll just pick on, I'll pick these shoes. You can see there that the images of the shoes will display. I'll click on crop image. And here is our new site identity and icon for our website. So you guys can do that if you want to implement, the logo on the browser. Let's go ahead and click back right here. Now, the next thing I want to do is show you guys how to create a terms and conditions and privacy policy. Now, what we're going to do is over here under WooCommerce, we'll go to general, right? And here we have the checkout page, okay? Now, let's go ahead and go to the checkout page. So to go to the checkout page, we actually need to add something to the cart and go to the checkout page. So I'm going to add this to the cart, all right? And then over here, I'll go to checkout. And this brings you to the checkout page. Now, it's very important, guys, to have a terms and conditions and privacy policy because this will actually protect you guys from chargebacks. We'll talk more about chargebacks later and how to protect you guys, but this will help you prevent chargebacks because people will have to agree to this, right? So if we scroll down right here, you're going to see privacy policy page and also terms and conditions page. Okay, so we need to create the pages first, then we can assign those specific pages to this, and people will have to actually check it once they actually check out on your website. Now you might be asking yourself, well, how do I create a terms and conditions and privacy policy page? Well, let's go ahead and walk you guys through that. So I'll close this, and here I'll go to plus new and go to page. Now you guys can see that there was a privacy policy page created for us automatically, but you guys don't have to use that. Obviously, we can make our own. But this will be our terms and conditions. All right. Now, there are two websites in the description, and it'll take you to this website here and also this website here. You guys can actually use this to generate a free terms and conditions. So, for example, my company name, Daryl Wilson, my website, darylwilson.com. I'll put our URL right here. Okay. And then we're just going to click on next, and we're going to go through the step right here. So I am from the United States, and I'm from Nevada. There are a lot of states here, right? Here we go. I'll put in my email address. And now I'll click on generate my terms and conditions. And what this is going to do, it's actually generated the terms and conditions. And you guys can add to this, and you guys can build more on it if you want to update this. But what I'm going to do here is just copy this, go back over here, and I'll just paste it in there like that. Now, of course, you guys will have to go here, and you guys will need to go ahead and adjust this to your liking. But it does have a lot of the conditions set here about how they cannot use your website or stuff like that, and they can't use your material, and just the legal jargon, right? So I'll go ahead now, click on publish and publish. Now you'll need to do the same thing over here for the privacy policy generator. You guys can just go ahead and put in your company name, your website URL, go through the steps, and then also create your own privacy policy. Now once you guys go ahead and create those, we're not going to put it on the menu, obviously, right? But we'll go back to the theme customizer, and then we're going to assign those pages in the theme customizer. So I'll click on customize. We're going to scroll down here, go to general, and the checkout page. We're now going to assign the terms and conditions page to our terms and conditions, right? The privacy policy, obviously, you guys will need to just make your own page and then assign it there, right? Now, also, let's go ahead and go to the checkout page really quick, just so I can show you what we're working with here. Some of these fields right here are optional, but if you want to make those required, like the address or the company name, you guys can go ahead and select it there. If you guys want to enable the coupon form on the checkout, you guys can do that here as well by clicking on the coupon form and enabling this on the checkout. So you guys can go through this here and adjust it to your liking, and you can see here that they will have to check this box here in order to agree to the terms and conditions when they buy one of your products. So I'll go ahead now and click on publish. The theme customizer, again, you guys can tell now it's controlling various parts of the website where you can add like a sale and stock banner, quantity input. I mean, there's tons of options for the Blocksy theme. And we'll cover more of these when we talk about the theme customizer in that section of the video. But that is pretty much it for the branding. So you'll see at the top left, we have our site identity. We have a new logo. You guys can use Fiverr to get a really nice logo for your website. And you can use these websites here to create a terms and conditions and also a privacy policy page. Okay, and the very last thing that we're gonna do is we are now going to talk about the contact form. So before we start selling things, I just want to let you guys know that right here is the contact form. Now, this is controlled by a plugin called WP Forms. So over here, you'll see WP Forms, and if I click on all forms, you will see that it has created a form for us. So this is a newsletter sign up form, and this is the simple contact form. So I'll go ahead and click on this. And you guys can actually drag and drop this here, and you guys can actually build the contact form in detail. Now, if you guys really want to get advanced here, I actually have a full video dedicated to this plugin and all the options. It is about an hour long, and it even covers the pro version. But you guys can see here, if you guys want them to like have checkboxes, you can adjust these right here by changing this, and you can build this form however you like, right? Now, these emails are being sent to the email that you guys used to sign up with WordPress. If you guys do want to change that, we can go over here to settings and go to notifications. Then over here, we'll click on enable notifications, and you can change this email to any email that you guys would like. And what it's gonna do, it's going to basically send that contact form to any email that you guys have right here. But by default, it's going to send it to the email that you guys used when you signed up with WordPress. So just, that's just how that works, right? So it connects with WordPress. I'll go ahead and save this, and now let's test this contact form really quick. So I'll go over here to contact, and we'll go ahead and scroll down. And this is where users can now send messages, and this will go directly into your email inbox. Now, again, I do have another video that is dedicated to WP Forms. If you guys do fill this out and it doesn't go to your email, you guys will have to install an SMPT plugin. For some servers, they just get a little weird, and they, it might not go directly to your inbox. It might end up in your spam. And if that ever happens, I will leave that video in the description below. It takes like 10 minutes, but this should go directly into your email inbox, especially if you guys are using Gmail. So that's how you guys can send contact forms to your website using the WP Forms plugin. All right, party people, now that we have the website part of this down, where I've showed you guys how to build a website using this, and also how to get a logo, a terms and conditions, and how to use the contact form, let's move to the next section and talk about how to turn this website into a full-fledged dropshipping website. All right, cool. So now that you guys got your website up and running, now we're gonna go to the next section. Now in this next part of the video, I'm gonna show you guys the SellTheTrend platform. Now this platform offers a variety of products. They have marketing campaigns, and they even show you successful dropshipping websites, and they show you exactly what they're selling and also their marketing campaigns. It's an amazing platform. So in this part of the video, I'm gonna walk through SellTheTrend and show you all of the features and options this website offers. You guys ready? Let's get started. All right, party people. So in this part of the video, we're going to be talking about drop shipping and converting this store into a drop shipping website. Now, before we actually go into SellTheTrend and we show you all the features, I first just want to give you a general rundown of drop shipping, the products, and also the types of drop shipping stores and why we picked SellTheTrend. Okay. Now, we're going to go through these slides really quick, and we're just going to go through these one by one. This is going to take maybe like 10, 15 minutes, not a lot of your time. Now, again, let's remember what dropshipping is. I'm just going to read it one more time for you guys. So dropshipping is a retail fulfillment method where a store does not keep the product it sells in stock. So you guys can list as many products as you want on your dropshipping store. But generally what I've seen is people usually pick a number around like 10 to 15, no more than that, because anything bigger than that, you just look like a large store and you lose kind of like your identity in a way, you know? So instead, when a store sells the product using a dropshipping model, it purchases the item from a third party and has it shipped directly to the customer. As a result, the seller doesn't have to handle the product directly. So you guys do not deal with the shipping or any of that stuff. They ship all the products to your customers, okay? You're just the middle guy. And here's a cute little, presentation of it, right? So the person comes to your store, they buy something, and the supplier, they will then ship the product right to your customer, and your customer gets the order. Now you guys will have to deal with all the customer support, and you guys will also have to deal with returns. So you are still responsible for handling the customer support on your end, okay? Because just remember, the supplier is the person shipping it. They are not the actual business. You are the storefront, and you are the person that your customers will be talking to. Now, really quick, there are two types of dropshipping platforms, and I just want to educate you guys on this really quick. So we have the in-house dropshipping. This is where you join a network of dropshippers with approved sellers. Examples of this are Spocket and Zendrop. Now, there are some pros and cons to this. The pros is there's faster shipping and there's more regulation for the sellers. The cons is they're limited products and higher costs. So you're going to get a smaller profit margin if you guys ever decide to go with those websites. Here's an example. So here's an example of an in-house dropshipping platform. So what this website does is they actually have a list of approved suppliers that only sell on this platform. So they don't go to like AliExpress or CJ Dropship. They have their own private network of suppliers. So I'll just give you guys a quick little example here. So for example, with this website, these products right here, they are all available within Spocket. So they don't outsource to any other platform, right? But what I've noticed from the in-house dropshipping platforms is that they are a lot more expensive than websites like SellTheTrend. So for instance, they have this product here, and you can see that they have their own suppliers on this store. Now there are some pros and cons to that. The pro is that it's a lot more secure and there's a lot less going back and forth. You can actually contact all of the suppliers on this website and deal with them directly. It's also easy to purchase products because once you get an order, you just go over here to like products, you just purchase it and everything's done. The website will then ship everything to your customer, right? So when I use this website, I did notice some pros and cons, and I just want to introduce this to you guys just in case you guys change your mind later. But in my opinion, the products here just cost too much money. So the profit margin is a lot more smaller. That leaves you less room for advertising and leaves less room for mistakes because the products here cost a lot of money, right? So this is an example of an in-house dropshipping platform. Also Zendrop. Zendrop is another popular platform, but they follow the same model as Spocket. Now, one of the biggest drawbacks I noticed with Spocket and Zendrop is the fact they give you zero marketing materials. They don't tell you where the popular products are. They don't tell you where they're being sold. They don't help you with marketing whatsoever. And to me, that is a big con. But I will say that it is more convenient that you can just go ahead and check out the products here. You can go ahead and buy it right here on Spocket and the shipping is done, right? So it is more convenient because with the alternative website, SellTheTrend, you actually have to go and purchase it manually, but you can save a lot more money doing it that way, right? So don't be too lazy, right? So that's an example of an in-house dropshipping store, right? So again, Spocket and Zendrop. So you guys might be asking me, Daryl, why didn't you recommend Spocket? It's so popular. It's like, yeah, it's popular, but the profit margins are a lot more smaller on those platforms. Now, the other type is the outhouse dropshipping website. So this is where you find suppliers on websites and buy and order the product to be shipped to your customers. Examples, AliExpress, CJ Dropshipping. Now, there are some pros to this. So the pros is we have longer shipping and we also have cheaper costs. Now, with longer shipping, I mean that they actually have more areas where they can ship. So longer wasn't the correct word, maybe a more diverse area of shipping, because with platforms like SellTheTrend, you can ship from various different countries. And with cons, less reputable sellers. So they don't really have a stable relationship with the manufacturers. So it'll be up to you to do your research, find a supplier, and go with them. Now that we talked about the outhouse dropshipping, let me give you guys an example. So this is Sell the Trends, and I actually did extensive research before I made this video, guys. I spent maybe a solid month trying to find the best platform, and this is the newest platform. It has tons of products. You can ship from any location. It has all the marketing material, Facebook material, and also it can even create ads for you, and it even uses AI. It also shows you where the products are being sold and even their marketing campaign. It is ridiculous, right? So dropshipping has come a long way, right? Now, I'll just give you guys a quick little behind the scenes here and just show you this platform. So they do have tons of product, guys. I mean, more than 13 million products, right? And on the left side, you can search for products, and you can search for products in various locations. So they have something called the Nexus. You can also search for them on other marketplaces. So they actually embedded AliExpress, CD Dropshipping, and also Amazon.com. So over here, we'll just go ahead and just pick, the hot products, check out what's hot, right? Now they also show you products that are winning on TikTok in the pro version of their plan, right? So for example, what I like here is they give you all the information. So they tell you the case, right? For example, this product here, they show you, okay, we have a case here. It's a metallic, really high-end case. You can see the sales, and you can see that there's tons of orders. So you guys can see that these show you the winning product, and it also shows you what store they're on. So let's go ahead and pick one right here. I'm sure you guys have seen this one, right? I think I've seen this actually on Instagram before, right? Like I've actually seen a lot of these products here, okay? Oh, look at that, a GPS tracker. I mean, that's awesome. So I'll tell you what, let's just before we get crazy here, let's just click on one, right? I'll click on this little iPhone cover, right? And we'll go ahead and scroll down here. And it gives us a lot of information. It tells us the profit margin. So it tells us what people are actually profiting when someone sells this. And also right here, it shows you the store that it's being sold on, and it also shows you the supplier of where you can actually buy these, all right? So selling stores. Let's first go ahead and click on one of these stores right here. All right, so here is the actual product. It's being sold on this random website, right? And it's being sold for $21. And here is another store. Let's go ahead and check out this one right here, Popcoom. It's being sold for around the same price, 20 bucks, right? And this product actually is being sold on these supplier websites for around $1, $1.19. So all of these different websites right here. So I'll go ahead and just click on one of these right here. And it's going to take us to that specific product. So you can see that this website right here, AliExpress, obviously is selling it for $2.74. So this is AliExpress.us. So I believe right now they actually ship directly from United States. And we're going to talk more about where you should get it shipped from in a little bit. But that is a general rundown, right? And the next thing we can do is we can actually see the ads. Now, it's not gonna work for every product. I've noticed that when I try to look for some of the products, it doesn't really show all of them. But what it does here, it actually takes you to Facebook. It actually searches for the campaign, and it actually shows you companies that are using specific ads. So right here, you can see that this company, Popcoom Store, they are actually using this ad right here. And this is an active campaign since June 30th. It's also being used on, or it looks like it's being used on all these stores. So Popcoom is actually, it looks like they're doing really well for themselves. They're running all these different ads right here, and it looks like they're making a killing. So these are all active right now. So you can actually just take their own little marketing campaign and then just replicate it, change some words, but you can get a general gist of what's working in the market, which is really, really awesome. That's why I really like this website, and I chose this website. All right. So also you guys can find it on Amazon, and you can also create your own video, and then here you can just add it to the store. So I like this website because they give you tons of information, right? They show you the product cost, the selling price, profit margin. They also show you the suppliers and also stores it's being sold on, which is really, really cool. The next tab is the local shipping. Now, what you can do here is if you guys want to drop ship from various countries, you can go ahead and select that country here. And essentially that's a filter. So this isn't just for America. Okay. I know a lot of people watch YouTube and they're like, you only make this for Americans. It's like, no, man, you can use this in the UK, Great Britain, Australia, Brazil, France, Spain, and so on and so forth. So if you guys do select something right here, like I'll select United States, you're going to see products that are actually shipped from United States. As a result, the shipping time is going to be a lot less than shipping from China. I've seen like videos where they drop ship from China. Guys, you can't do that. Like no one's gonna wait 3 weeks for a product, you know, like sure, like you can say, oh yeah, I made a drop shipping website and I'm drop shipping from China. That's a bunch of BS, because me personally, I am not waiting 2 to 3 weeks for a product. Like I want it now, damn it, you know? So all these products right here are being shipped from the United States. And again, you guys can see the sales, you can see where it's being sold, you can look at their marketing campaigns. It gives you so much information about the products that are being sold on this website, which I really do love. All right, so that is the local shipping. Then here we have suppliers, okay? And what we can do is we can filter this from the United States, right? And it's just gonna list a bunch of random products here. And you guys can just go through this list and pick something that works best for you, okay? Next, we have manage. Now, once you guys add products, they will be displayed right here under the manage section. And then next we have the market section. And this is pretty cool because this will actually help you guys create videos. So creating videos is a lot of work, guys. And even myself, a lot of the animations that you watch at the start of the video, we have to hire an Adobe After Effects artist. We have to correlate and talk about what we want shown. We have to get the timing down. It's a lot of work making those videos. I know it looks really easy, but it's not. So what you can do here is they just give you images and you put in some text and it generates a video for you to help you create the ads, which is really, really helpful, right? And they have some other things like a dropshipping course, a Facebook course, custom stores. You don't need that. They have a Chrome extension, which you also don't need, and they have import reviews, but that's only for Shopify. But there is a plugin for WordPress that will generate you hundreds of reviews for free, and we'll talk more about that a little bit later in the optimized section. So that is the general rundown of Sell the Trend. As you guys can tell, it gives you a lot of resources to help you guys. It gives you on the right course to market your dropshipping website versus just a typical platform where they just list products. Like anyone can do that. It's not really helpful. So Sell the Trend is a relative new website, and it took me a long time to actually find that website, right? So that is an example of an outhouse dropshipping website. You still have to go to the other platforms and purchase the products, but it's not that bad of a deal because, you know, they give you all the information. All right. And here is my personal take on the dropshipping platform. So Sell the Trend, it's the best overall. It gives you the best research, a variety of products. It is a newer platform and it can be very glitchy at times. So I have used it and sometimes it gets weird, and that's just, SaaS products. And Spocket, I will say it is easier to use and Sell the Trend, but the profit margins are a lot lower. Like you guys saw that the products over here on this website, it's almost like every product is like, more than $5. They are pretty expensive, like $11, $8, but on Sell the Trend, like, we saw them for $1 or $2, so it's a no-brainer, right? Zendrop, same as Spockets, but they also do allow private label, which is pretty cool. So what that website does is they actually contact the other suppliers and they say, hey, want you to put the branding on the packaging when you send it to the customers, which is pretty cool. I do like that, and I do think that Sell the Trend, maybe in the future they will incorporate that option. All right, so we're going to go ahead and scroll to the next one. So now let's talk about the type of products to sell. Now here is where the research comes in, right? So the smallest products are usually the best. So the best type of products to sell are usually smaller products. That includes bracelets, it includes little cute things, it includes, just small little products, like small things, because it's easy to ship, it's fast, and the profit margins are a lot higher with those smaller products. So the pros, easy to convert, it is a low return rates, cheap shipping, high profits. Cons, not much. So people generally won't waste their time to return those products, right? So let's say they actually bought the product from you and they don't like it. They're probably just gonna keep it, right? But if they bought something like a bicycle or a large fan or a light for YouTube and it didn't work out for them, they're probably gonna return that, right? So the medium products like medium size, they're decent products, good profit margins, but the shipping can also be expensive. So that is one thing to consider when you guys are researching product, is the actual shipping, right? So for example, like this laptop, right? A laptop right here, the shipping is going to be kind of expensive, right? Because it's kind of heavy, right? And if they don't like it, they're probably going to return it. So that's just something to consider. Large, heavy products like bicycles, golf clubs. Golf clubs aren't bad. It's actually a pretty good niche because the profit margins are pretty good. But large, heavy products are not the best. They're easy to convert to private label to get buyers. So with larger products, what I do recommend is if you guys decide to go that route, put in the back of your head later that you might want to start private labeling those. So you might want to create your own brand, right? So if you guys do decide to make golf, ship golf clubs or something like that, and they sell like hotcakes, you can start private labeling that by putting your own brand and making your own e-commerce store and just converting all of that into your own branded product, which the profit margins will be a lot higher. And it's something cool, you can say, hey, this is my product. This is the Daryl Wilson product. That's awesome, So that's one benefit of large, heavy products. But if you brand small products, it's like, no one cares. It's a bracelet. It's a little gizmo on TikTok. It's like, so what? You're just you were cool, but now there's the new product, right? So the cons for the large product is higher shipping prices and higher return rates. So that's just one factor to consider, right? The best dropshipping resources. Trackingmore.com. This is a great website where you can send tracking numbers to your clients. That is going to be the number one annoying thing about customers is they're going to want to know about the tracking numbers, right? So you can use this website here and set up the API, and this will actually just shoot out automatic emails to your customers and have their information for them already. The next one is openphone.com. Now, this is a pretty cool website because what this does, this gives you a phone number and also a place where your team can collaborate. So you guys can actually put like your customer number here, and all of the phone calls and texts get routed here instead of your own personal phone, because that's really annoying. So it does really help. And everything is right here. So you don't have to oh guys, my phone rang, call this number. Everything is right here, including phone numbers, which makes things more centralized and easier for you. All right. Dayviewer.com. This is a good website if you do want to create a planner. Zoho.com. Or Gmail Business. This is a website where you guys can get a professional email. Like, for example, me, I actually use the Gmail Business, and that's where I create my email at howdy@darylwilson.com because I want to look more professional. And another great website is obviously Fiverr. That's where you guys can get your logo, and they have tons of great marketing gigs. I think one of the best ones is creating pins. You guys will discover that Pinterest is like a hidden gem. A lot of people, they undervalue Pinterest, but we use Pinterest for our templates, and we make like almost $1,000 passive just getting traffic from Pinterest. So it is a great platform if you guys do want to promote your store. Hire someone, make them make like 5,000 pins a month and just pin the crap out of your store. Like you're gonna get tons of traffic from Pinterest. So those are some great resources that you guys can use for your dropshipping store. So that is pretty much like the fundamentals of dropshipping. But now that we've talked about all of this, let's now talk about Sell the Trend. So this is sellthetrend.com. There is a link in the description of this video if you guys do want to access Sell the Trend. If you guys do use this website and sign up through my link, I do make a small commission, and it helps me make these videos for you guys all for free. I do spend a lot of money researching. I spent money on Spocket, Zendrop, and this platform, and I really wanted to bring the best value for my viewers. Now, once you guys get here, you guys can click on Start a Free Trial, and you guys can start a free trial with this website. Now, they have two different plans, right? They actually have, here, I'll go ahead and show you guys right here. They have two different plans. They have the Essential and then also the Pro one. The big difference is this Essentials gives you access to pretty much everything, all of the options and all of the features. But the Pro, this will actually show you the award-winning products that are famous on TikTok. So people actually go to this website and they pick specific products on TikTok and then they market them. And this website will show you which ones are being sold. Now, there's a caveat to that. So what this website doesn't tell you is the following of those people, right? So some of those people have very large followings, and that is why those are winning products. So it's not necessarily because of the actual product, but it's kind of a mix of both, right? Because if I have 10 million followers on Instagram and YouTube and I promote a really crappy channel changer or something, sure, it's going to make a lot of sales. But if I have just one follower on TikTok and YouTube, then it doesn't really matter what I promote because, it's not going to make any sales. So that's something to keep in mind. So me personally, I do recommend going with the Essential plan because this gives you access to all of the features for the actual website, but you guys can use the free trial just to see if this website is for you. So you guys will go through the process and you guys will go make an account and you guys will, put in your credit card. You guys will sign up for this. They do have a money back guarantee. So don't think like, oh my gosh, I got scammed. Like you can always get your money back for the first month if it doesn't work out for you. So there's no real loss just trying, right? But once you guys actually pay for the actual normal plan, or you guys just use a free trial, you guys can connect your WooCommerce store. So at the top right here, you're gonna see Connect Store, right? Or even right here, Connect Store. Now you guys can use this to connect with Shopify or WooCommerce. And we are using WooCommerce, so we can go ahead and connect it with our store. Now I'll go ahead and put the store name. Now this is just for internal purposes, right? So this would be like the main store. I'll put Daryl, right? And we're gonna take our URL. So I'm using wpdaryl.com, all right? And we're going to go ahead and paste that there and then click on Connect Store. Now, if you guys are logged into WordPress already, it's just going to actually route through the cookies and then bring you to this page right here. So if you don't get to this page, it's because you need to first log in and use the same browser, okay? And once you do that, you'll just click on Approve. And that's it. So it's creating a webhook onto WooCommerce, and now you can just push these products right to your store. It's amazing. That's it. Your website's connected. It's that easy. It's a click of a button. I love this. So easy. Now click on Start Adding Products to Your Store. All right, so let's go ahead and run you guys through the dashboard of Sell the Trend. Now over here, you can see that this is all the products that are being sold on their website. They also have something called the Nexus, and this is just like their award-winning products. So we have the hot, trending, on the rise, new. Also, we have marketplaces. So you guys can sell directly from specific marketplaces like AliExpress, CJ Dropshipping, and what it does here, it actually goes on those websites and it scoops up all the information of what are the best products being sold on those platforms. So over here, we can click on CJ Dropshipping and it will actually showcase a lot of the popular products from CJ Dropshipping and also from Amazon.com. So here are some of the products that you guys can drop ship from Amazon. Now, Amazon is a little bit more harder to drop ship from, but you guys are allowed to drop ship from Amazon. So I'll go ahead and leave this in the description. Now, if you guys do want to drop ship from Amazon, there are some requirements. Okay, so you guys do need to actually contact the actual the seller and tell them, hey, I want to drop ship from your store. I'm going to put them on my websites. And you'll have to actually sign an agreement with the actual seller from Amazon, because you guys need to include your personal branding information on those packages and not the actual store. And then below here, they just explain it one more time. So the seller will have to sign an agreement with the drop shipper, which is you. And then from here, the customer orders and they will ship it for you and everyone's happy. Now over here, I'll go ahead and click on the policy right here and scroll down. And again, you guys must identify yourself as the seller. So this is more of an agreement between you and the seller, and the seller is just going to ship it for them and they're going to put your information on the actual products being sold, okay? So you must identify yourself on the seller for the invoices, okay? So that's just a consideration if you guys do want to actually drop ship from Amazon. You guys don't have to, because it is a bit of work where you have to make agreements with some sellers. So you guys can go ahead and drop ship from any of those marketplaces. But what I do recommend for all of you guys is to actually go to the Nexus and actually either search the hot, trending, or on the rise. So I'm gonna go over here to the Nexus and click on hot. This is gonna show you all the products that are selling really well. Trending is also really good too, because it shows you a lot of the trending products that are on the rise. And also, when you guys actually look for products that are being sold, these filters are actually the most accurate. You're gonna come across that you guys might go to look for random products, and sometimes the website might pull up the wrong product, and even for me that does happen. But let's go over here and just click on trending, right? And I will just type in bag, right? Because I am selling bags on my websites. And they have a bunch of really cool bags here. And what you can do here is just take a look at some bags that are being sold. Now, I'm gonna click on this one right here. This one actually looks really nice. So this actually is a waterproof, anti-theft, leather traveling chest bag. Okay. So let's click on this bag, get more information. So this product, the average cost is $8.77, and the average price it's being sold for is $34.99. and it actually shows you like the trend of it. It shows you how many orders, the price, the ratings, and also the reviews, right? But let's scroll down right here and we can get more insight about the products. And we'll scroll down here and we can also see stores that are actually selling it. So let's take a look at this store right here. It looks like they are selling it from the Netherlands and they're selling it for around 35 euros. Okay, and this one right here, we'll take a look. And this is actually similar, but I don't think this is the same bag. And this does happen sometimes on the website, and I want to be very transparent about that, right? But it looks like even from here, it is being sold for 35 euros. So let's first now click on suppliers and see where we can get it from. So it looks like this website here is selling it for around $13.49. And when you guys do actually go to this website, you always want to make sure that this is .us because you guys want to make sure that it's being shipped from the United States. Sometimes when you're actually looking for products and even they say it's being sold from America, you always want to make sure and double check, because if someone buys a product and you find out that it's being shipped from China, then that's going to change the shipping. It's going to change the time it's going to take. But here we can see that it is being sold on this website for $13.49. So we can go ahead and add this product here to our store. So to add it to the store, on the top right here, I will click on Add to Store. All right, and let's go ahead and scroll down next. And this is actually for really lazy people like myself. What we can actually do is actually just use the product detail information from other stores and have it auto-filled for us automatically. Now that's if you're really lazy, but it's actually cool to know that if the product is actually being sold in other stores, you can just use the other description stores are using. So for example, this is the Sonala store and this is the Wireless Bliss store, right? So I think this is the one that we want, right? So you can see the title that they're using, the tags, we have about the item, and we also have images of the actual item as well, right? So that's actually awesome. Now here we have the selling price, we have the compare at price, and this is basically like the on sale price, right? And here is the profit margin that we're gonna get. And you guys can actually use pricing rules if you guys want. I really don't recommend using the pricing rule, guys, because what this does is it tries to make formulas for your products. But what I've discovered is that it makes everything highly inaccurate. And I know it sounds easy, but it's like just price your own products. You're only gonna have a few products, right? And people put like multipliers and different formulas, but I rather just do it manually to just know exactly how much I'm gonna make per product instead of using this calculator. So you guys can use the calculator if you want, but I personally think you guys should just price your products yourselves, right? Because it takes like a minute, you know, and it's like, come on, don't be that lazy, all right? So here we go. We're gonna put it for $34. The collection. Now what's great with the WooCommerce integration is that it's actually going to showcase the categories that you created, and you can just put it right here. So I'll put it over here under the accessories. I should probably create a category for bags, right? But we can always change that later in WooCommerce, so it's no no harm, no foul. And here is the fulfillment store, right? And then here at the bottom, we have the fulfillment source. Now, this product is being sold by this specific company, right? So you want to make sure that when you actually do this, you select the right supplier. So I'll click on the official store right here. Okay, and then right here, I'll click on edit variants. And they do have different variants, like different colors. So they have black and brown, which is pretty cool. I'll just go ahead and change the price here to $40, right? 40 bucks, or sorry, 50 bucks, right? 50 bucks, right? Confirm those changes, and that's where we can adjust the price. Once that's done, I will click on push to store. Oh, we gotta select the images. Sorry, guys. So we can go ahead and select some images here, right? We'll just select a few, we'll just select 4. And I think we're all ready to go, right? So now let's go ahead and click on push to store. Importing product. It will be available in my products once it's ready. All right, so I push it to the store, and then right here, I'll click on view store. And there it is. So now we have the product. You can see that it imported the title, right? And the only bad thing about this is that for the description here, this is for the long tail description. So what we might have to do here is actually just go ahead and take this, and we need to edit the product. So I'll click on edit products. And we're gonna add this to the short description. So it's not the best integration, but at least it carries some of the information right here, right? So I'll go ahead and paste it there. All right, and once you guys enter the product short description, the last step is actually putting how much that you guys have in stock available. I know it's kind of annoying that they put 0 by default, but over here under variations, now this is only for variable products. So these are for products with like multiple variables. You'll go over here to variations and you'll put how many that you have in stock. So I'll just put 20. And then also for the brown one, we also need to set the stock quantity because by default they put 0. So we need to put at least that we have some in stock. And then once we do that, we'll click on update. All right, and now let's click on view product. And there you go. So we have the product here. We have the description. People can also, check out the different variables. So we have black and then we also have brown as well. So we have now successfully imported a product to our store. And it's $50, right? Like we set it to. And here we have the description. We can also add reviews, which we'll walk you guys through a little bit later. And we also have related products. So that's how you guys can import products from SellTheTrend. Now, it is a bit of work, I will admit. I do wish that it was a little bit more automated, but it just takes a few minutes to just make sure that the product looks great. And as you can tell, this is a beautiful product page. It has the title, the description, the price. I mean, it did everything for us, but I do wish it was more automated. So that is one drawback, but still, you guys do have access to tons of resources and information about the products that are being sold on your website. So now that we've imported this, I did mention that we should probably change the category, right? So over here under the products, under categories, I'm going to change the accessories here to bags and update that. Okay. And yeah, we're good. All right. So now that we've imported one of those products, we can now import another product. Now, what you guys probably should do here is get rid of all of the dummy products on your website, right? So yeah, there is our product. And now let's add another one, right? So let's go back over here to SellTheTrend. We'll go ahead and close all of this. And what should we, I don't know, what should we import now? We got, this is actually pretty cool, a waist bag, guys, it's always good to market to women because women are the ones that buy stuff all the time, right? So let's actually just, we'll click on this one. We'll see what's up here, we'll take a look. Product cost is $2. See, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about right here, right? We'll go ahead and scroll down and selling stores. Let's go and take a look here. So it looks like this is the actual product here. Is that the same product? Sometimes, guys, yeah, that is the same product. It's just, they didn't really use the same image. We can also check out this one here. Yeah, so that one there. So it's being sold for $32.95, right? All right, well, it looks like it's being sold. We got some good profit margins. Let's import this product as well. Let's go ahead and do it. But first, let's click on suppliers, and let's just make sure that the suppliers are available. Sometimes, when you actually click on the suppliers, it leads you to the wrong product, which happens sometimes. But here you go, $3.90. I mean, that is good for me. We're doing it. We're gonna pick this supplier here, right? So we know that it's being sold from this supplier right here, and you just want to double check if it's being shipped from the United States. So this is the .us website, right? So let's go ahead now and click on Add to Store. All right, and here we have different stores, and we can use all of their description if we want, but that's if you guys want to go that route. Okay, well, go ahead and select these ones right here, right? It looks like this is a variable product, so it's using a bunch of different variables, right? Now, there is one thing that I didn't talk about yet, and that is the AI. So you guys can actually generate a lot of the content here with AI if you guys want to go that route. You guys can add in emojis. And what's also really cool is that once you guys generate the product description, it'll also generate marketing material for you to market this product, right? So here we go. We have the product title, provide keywords for our engine, easy to use waist bag, words to avoid, tough, and free, okay? Add features and benefits, writing style, persuasive, and let's just see what it gives us. Let's take a look here. We're gonna generate this here. Generate. All right, so it created option 1, and you'll see that it created a lot of different information for us. I mean, this is awesome. I like this though. I think this is good for our short description, right? We have option 2, and then we have option 3. I mean, this is awesome. I really do love this. In fact, I'm gonna take this right here and actually use this one. I like the emojis. The emojis are really persuasive, So now that we've done that, I'm going to use this, close that, right? And I copied and pasted this stuff right here because I actually want to use this for my short description, right? For the selling price, we have the selling price, compare at price. It looks like this doesn't actually sync up with our store, so we actually probably have to set our own sale, right? But the selling price is good. The collection, we're going to put this as, oh, it looks like it didn't sync up yet. We put bags, remember, but we'll just put that to accessories again. And we just want to make sure that it's actually available. So I believe the one that we actually used was the Dovely, the Dovely one, right? So the Dovely. Okay, so it's for $3.90, right? $3.90, right? Accurate. All right, you always want to double check everything, okay? And once that is done, let's just push this to the store. All right, so I push this to the store. Now right here, I can click on edit product and it'll take me directly to this specific product, right? So there are some things that we might want to change. It looks like the emojis didn't come up here, so I'll just get rid of that, right? And I want to add the short description here, right? Paste that in there, right? All right, cool. We got the description, all right. Now we're using a variable product. So this is not a simple product, so there are variables. So we want to go ahead and go to the variations. And for yellow, the regular price is $57.99. So it looks like it did actually use the actual feature that it was supposed to, which is pretty cool. Stock quantity, we'll just put 100, right? And the same thing for the red one, right? We have 100. We don't want to put 8,300. Okay, that's just ridiculous, right? Whoops. And then also for green, we'll go ahead and also select that as well to 100. Here it has bags, so it looks like the store didn't sync up the accessories after we changed it to WooCommerce, but not to worry, it still added it to the bag section, right? All right, so it looks like everything is good to go here. I think we're ready to rock and roll. All we got to do now, we have the product image. We're going to go ahead and click on update now. All right, let's view the product. All right, so we have the product here. We have the images, the benefits, the features. We can choose the color to green or to red or to yellow. Awesome, everything's working. We can add it to the cart, right? And then here they can, view the cart. And here we have the description. It looks like these question marks, we might have to take those out. This is mainly because WordPress sometimes won't support all emojis, so you might want to go and get rid of these little question marks here. All right, we have related products, but as you guys can tell, everything looks great. So you guys can use this and go through all these products, do your due diligence, find what products work best for you. But I've showed you guys that you guys can pretty much import these products into categories. So now it'll be up to you guys to go and venture off and add any product that you guys want to your new dropshipping store. All right, so now let's talk about fulfilling orders. So if you guys do get a sale on your store, we're gonna walk you guys through how to fulfill that order. Now, again, we're just giving you guys the basics here. We'll talk about marketing and all that other stuff a little bit later and how to get traffic and customers. But let me just explain to you how you guys would fulfill orders once you guys make a sale. So over here, we have manage. Now, once you guys get a sale over here under orders, the order will display right here. You guys will also get an email notifying you of an order that will go directly into your email inbox. Now, once you guys do get one, you guys can go to orders and there'll be a fulfill method, right? You can also do it from right here as well. So right here, let's say, for example, you sell this bag. All you're gonna do is go to fulfillment source, and this is gonna take you directly where to purchase the product, right? So you'll go over here and you guys will need to make an account with AliExpress, obviously, right? But I'll go ahead and click on buy now. We'll go ahead and sign in. Okay, and once you're here, you'll see the shipping address. So you'll need to enter the shipping address from your seller, right? So over here, you'll click on change and then you'll enter the customer's shipping address. Here, you're gonna put your credit card where you can purchase the actual product. Here we have a picture of the actual product, and then we have the price, the shipping, the tax, and then all you'll do here is click on pay now, and then you will go ahead and purchase the product. So this is how you guys would actually purchase the product. Now there is one more step that I do recommend that you guys should all take, and that is to actually notify the actual company. So sometimes when the actual company ships the product, they include the original invoice, and that includes the price of the product, right? But that includes their price. So what I would do here is just go ahead and contact them and tell them that this is a dropshipping order. Do not include the original invoice. And that's saying don't include the purchase receipt, because then your customers are going to see that it was sold for a different price, and that might piss them off, right? They're going to say, hey, what the heck, man? Like, why did I pay so much, right? So just tell them to get rid of the original invoice and that this is a drop shipping order from my website. So do not include any of the original purchase receipts in that specific order. So that is how you guys would fulfill orders using SellTheTrend. Now, there are some other options here under the manage section, like connections, where it shows you the website that you're connected to. Also staff accounts. So you guys can create a staff team right here, and then you can invite them to SellTheTrend. And they also have import list. There is also the import list, and this is where you can add items for the import list, where you can just import them later. Essentially, it's like a wish list, right? So you can just add all the products that you come across here and then come back to them later and then push them to the store. So that is pretty much the rundown of orders and how to fulfill them. Okay, now real quick, I wanna walk you guys through the marketing aspect of this. So I did mention this earlier, how there is a video creator. There's also an audience builder, and there is an engagement calculator as well. And I'm just gonna walk you guys through and show you guys how to use some of these tools. Now, the first one is video creator. Now, I'll be a little honest here. I do think there's actual better videos on the own products versus the video creator that they provide. For example, over here, you guys can see that we have this rolling grilling basket metal barbecue net, whatever thingy. Now, if you guys click on a product, you guys can actually download a video that they've already prepared. So right here, I'll click on play, and it's going to propagate the actual video. So you'll see that there's this video, and what's really cool is that you guys can actually download this right here, and you guys can use these in your future advertisements, right? So that is one way on how you guys can approach it if you guys want to market your own products on, for your marketing campaigns. But also what we can do is we can create a video. When you click on the product, you'll see that there are Facebook ads. You can find it on Amazon, YouTube, and also you can create the video. So over here on the right side, you're gonna see create video. So let's go ahead and click on create video. Now what this is gonna do, it's actually going to pull the images from the actual product. So here we have a few different images. So I'll go ahead and select these ones right here. And the next step is you guys can add a top bar, a bottom bar, and then we can also add the ending screen text and then the brand name. Now, for example, I'll put, you must see this. And then I'll put like a little emoji here, and then cooking made easy. Okay. And I will put a little happy facey thingy there, and the ending screen text, link in description. And then for my brand name, I'll just put Daryl Wilson, right? Just to make this easy, okay? All right, so I added in the text description, right? Now we have the music, so we can select a music. And I'm not really sure, guys, which one to select here. Maybe something for cooking here. I think let's just do summer, right? And then here we have 5 seconds per images, and then you can select the number of images, right? So that's why we selected those images. Once you guys do that, you'll just click on create video. Now it's going to create and propagate a video that you guys can use for your marketing campaigns, which is pretty cool. Okay, so here's the actual video. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this down really quick. So you can see that it generates this video where it says, you must see this, cooking made easy, right? So it's going through the images. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. It's about 23 seconds long. Link in description, darylwilson.com. And then you can click on download video. And this is the new video that you guys can use for your marketing campaign. Really, really cool. You guys can also see the image sources. So it's actually using various images from other various websites, but most of these websites, they get the same images from the same supplier, right? So that's the video creator summed up. Personally, I do think it's cool, but I think actually going to products and actually just downloading the video that they've created for us automatically. For example, this vegetable cutter. It looks like here they don't have one. So unfortunately, not every product does. But so over here, let's click on this product. And we got a video. All right, let's play this video right here. Now, sometimes these videos, they have Chinese text on them, which is a big downside. But other times, like there's just like actors right here, and they've already like created like, campaigns for you. And all you got to do here is just download the video. And then, right here, you can click on the download. and then download the video and then add this for your marketing campaigns. So next we have the Facebook Audience Builder. This is an amazing tool that will save you guys a lot of money with A/B split testing. So for example, let's say that we are selling travel bags, right? And you want to find people that are interested in travel bags. Well, what SellTheTrend is going to do here is they're going to find people with interest for travel bags. So when you do market to places like Facebook or Instagram, here are the selected categories that they recommend that you advertise to for people looking for travel bags. So we have travel, tourism, travel and leisure, travel websites. And then for interest, we have vacations, tourism, frequent travelers, adventure travel, and holiday. Because when you guys are marketing to various websites, it's going to ask you about the interest, and it's going to also ask you about like what kind of audience do you want to pick as well. So here are also websites that they might be interested in as well, because if they're looking at booking.com, they might also want to look at travel bags, right? Let's also do cooking pan. Okay, so here's some more. We have Gordon Ramsay, Food Network. So you can see it's just providing us tons of helpful information here. And this is actually really accurate. You know, after I watched the Gordon Ramsay Hell's Kitchen, you know, me and my girlfriend were like, hey, let's go try to cook something. Let's go try something. And we wanted to use their tools. So that's why it recommends Gordon Ramsay. And then here we have interests, and then also brands, websites and pages, magazines even, societies, TV and movies, and then also public figures. So the audience builder is a great way on how to narrow down your audience and try to use this to actually reduce the amount of money you have to spend when you're A/B split testing your ads for your marketing campaigns. Okay, now the next thing that we have is the engagement rating calculator. This is going to help you determine if it's actually worth it to hire an influencer if you decide to go the route of hiring an influencer to promote your products. Now, what you guys can do here is you guys can actually go through various creators. I just picked this random one from TikTok. So there's this person called Sammy Moncums, right? So what I'm going to do here is I want to actually see if this person has actual value. Like if I were to actually hire them, is it worth it, right? So I'm going to click on this one right here. All right, I'm going to pause this video really quick because it's going to start playing. Now, right here, you guys can see that it has 20,000 views, right? It has 988 likes and then 7 comments. So what we can do over here is go to video creator and, oops, sorry, wrong page. We're gonna go over here and just see what this, what the influencer rating is. So we have 20,000 views, and then how many likes? We have 988 likes, and then also we have 7 comments. And number of shares, is that shares? Oh no, this is shares, right? You guys, I don't even use TikTok. I think this is it right here, 25, right? Okay. And then I'll click on get engagement rating. Okay, so it looks like this influencer's rating is pretty good, right? So that can help you guys determine if you guys should hire an influencer. I also have this little thing right here by vidIQ. This also gives you more analytics for the actual influencers. But that's what the engagement rating calculator is. It basically shows you if the engagement on those influencer pages are active and if it's worth advertising. So that is the marketing section summed up. Feel free to go to those tabs and check them out. There is one other thing that I do recommend. Now, since you guys are using a credit card, what I actually recommend that you guys do is actually get a cashback credit card. So I actually have a cashback credit card, but you want to get a credit card that has rewards on it or that has some sort of benefit from using it. If you guys use a debit card, just realize that you're not, number one, you're not building your credit. Number two, you're not getting anything back from that purchase. So for example, Wells Fargo has one for 2%, right? Now the ones that say like 5 and 6%, that's actually for specific companies, right? So it's not for everyday purchases. So the one that I have is I have the Chase Freedom. I actually also have the Chase Sapphire because it actually covers foreign transaction fees. And but yeah, you guys can pick a credit card, and when you guys are buying all these products, use a credit card with benefits or points or cash back so you get more back when you purchase products, right? It's just another way on how to increase your profit margins, right? So for example, for like the American Express, they offer, for Wells Fargo, they offer 2% cash back. So whatever you spend, you're also getting 2% back on top of that to increase your profit margin, which makes a lot of sense. But if you're gonna ask me which credit card to use, I like Chase. I think Chase is probably one of the best ones. As far as credit card goes, checking accounts, not so much. I don't like Wells Fargo just because I feel like their limits are very small. When I get a approval from Chase, usually the limit's like $20,000 or something. It's a lot larger. But for Capital One and other banks, it's like always like $1,000, and I'm like, this is a waste of time, So that's my opinion. Always get a credit card to increase your profit margins when purchasing products from AliExpress or any other vendor website. Okay, so now that we're familiar with drop shipping, let's first take a step back here and go back to our store. So in this part of the video, I'll show you how to fully optimize your store. So we're gonna SEO optimize it, we're gonna integrate it with Google, and we're also gonna make sure it's fast. The reason why I do this is because if I were to bring 1 million visitors to your website tomorrow, how many would convert? Would they think the website's slow? Are there pop-ups? Are there email captures? You wanna make sure everything is ready before you start your marketing campaign, because that's a really quick way to lose a lot of money, right? So this part of the video, I'll walk you guys through how to fully optimize your WordPress website. You guys ready? Let's go. Now there is a plugin for everything with WordPress, which is really awesome. So over here under plugins, I'll click on add new. Now I personally use this same plugin on my website, darrylwilson.com. Over here under search plugins, we're gonna type in Google. That's it, just Google. And here's the plugin. It is called Sitekit by Google. It's funny, when this plugin first came out, it was really glitchy, but they've actually updated it quite often, and everything's free. It integrates everything, and it puts all the analytics in your dashboard, which makes things really convenient. So you're going to install it, and then you'll click on Activate. So here we have the Sitekit, and right here, all we got to do is just click on Start Setup. So next we need to set up the Sitekit plugin. So right here, make sure that you guys do connect Google Analytics. This is going to show you the traffic of people who are coming to your website and also where they're coming from. This plugin also integrates with the Google Search Console. And for those of you who want to run an affiliate marketing website, you guys can also integrate AdSense with this plugin. So it does everything related to Google. Right here, I'll click on sign in with Google. So next you guys will have to sign in with Google. Now this is required in order for you guys to have a Google Analytics account and also a Google Search Console account. If you guys don't have one, you guys can go ahead and create one. But since I already have one, I'm just going to log in with Google, and it's going to create everything for us automatically. So I'll go ahead and click on my Gmail. Here I'll click on continue. Next we need to verify ownership. And this is going to verify all the ownership for us, which is really cool because before you had to actually take a piece of code and script and put it in the header text of your theme, but those days are long gone. Right here, I'll click on verify. Now I'll click on allow, and this is going to allow to show the analytics within the back end of your websites. Also, we're going to set up Search Console. So right here, I'll click on Setup, and then I'll click on Next. All right, now the first thing it's going to want us to do is it's going to want us to connect to Google Analytics. Now, I'm assuming many of you probably don't have an account, and the great part is that you guys can actually create a new account here with the Google Sitekit plugin. So I'll go ahead and create a new account, and you can see that it's creating the property for us. The account, I'll just put the dropshipping website. You'll want to put your country as well, and then click on create account. All right, I'll go ahead and log in again. Continue. So now it's going to take us to the Google Analytics website, and all we have to do here is just agree to the terms of service and click on I accept. All right. And here I'll click on go to my dashboard. Okay, so your website is now fully connected with the Google Analytics. Okay, so it's basically saying that your site will need around 72 hours to show relevant data. If we click on the Google Sitekit right here, you guys can see the traffic, the content, the speed of your website, and also if you guys do connect AdSense, you guys can integrate it with the Google AdSense as well to see how much money you're making from affiliate marketing. All right. Over here, also there is settings. So if you guys do want to view these options, you can do that here. So you can see it's connected with Google Search Console already, Analytics, and also Page Speed Insights. They also do have more services like AdSense and Tag Manager, but many of you guys don't need to do that because these are the required features that I wanted you guys to install for the plugin. So now that we've connected it with Google, the next thing we have to do is we need to integrate an SEO plugin. And we're going to basically optimize our website for SEO, and we're also going to submit our sitemap to Google, and that essentially tells Google to crawl our website and index it for the search engine. Now, there are various SEO plugins that you guys can use, and there's like heated debates on what's the best one, but I'll just go ahead and show you guys the selection, and you guys can be the judge. So I'm going to type in SEO, and these three are the most popular plugins. There is Yoast, Rankmath, and All-in-One SEO. My personal opinion on all these is I feel like Rankmath is probably the easiest and also the most affordable. However, Yoast has been around the longest, so that's something to consider. All-in-One SEO is actually a really good plugin as well. I have a full video if you guys want to actually use this plugin, and it goes through like in detail of the free version and the pro version. But for this specific video, I'm just going to use Rankmath. So I'll go ahead and click on install now, and I'll click on activate. Now they want us to connect our accounts, but we don't have to if you guys don't want to. So I'm just going to click on skip now. You guys are more than welcome to create an account with Rankmath if you guys want to do that. Essentially the only benefit is they show you some of the analytics from the Rankmath plugin, but since we've already installed the Google Site Kit, we don't necessarily need it. Now over here, I'll just go ahead and select easy and click on start wizard. All right, so your WordPress website is a what? Now, I know for most people in America, we call websites that sell online e-commerce stores. But in Europe and in Asia, they just tend to call them web shops. So yeah, it's just a web shop, right? That's an e-commerce store. Business type, you're gonna go ahead and put your business type of what kind of business you are. I'm just gonna go ahead and put like maybe, let's see if they have e-commerce here. So I'll just leave mine as organization. And right here, you have the name of your website. So this is WP Darrell. The alternative website name, if you guys have another name for your website, you can go ahead and enter that there. This is the logo for Google. And this is very important because if you guys actually search on Google and you see websites, Google now has icons next to those website names. And this is relevant because this will actually display on the Google search results. So you'll just go ahead and upload your logo of whatever it is. I'll just throw in this one here. All right, and this is the default social share image. Now, this is the image that's going to show when people share your websites to social networks, such as Twitter, Facebook, or I think LinkedIn, right? So you guys can go ahead and upload an image here, right? And of course, you'd want to use one that represents your company, right? I'm just using stock photos or images, you know, so this isn't like realistic. I'm just saying you'd want to show the image that you'd want people to see when they would share your websites. All right. Here, click on save and continue. And we're going to scroll down and just click on skip step. All right, and our website is done. Next here, click on return to dashboard. All right, so we've pretty much connected our website with Rankmath. And what we're going to do next is we are now going to submit our sitemap. So over here under sitemap settings, this right here is our sitemap. So this plugin actually creates a sitemap for us. And we're going to click on this little link right here. And we can see that it's working. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and copy this. And now we're going to go to the Google Search Console and submit this. So we're going to open up a new tab and type in Google Search Console. So here is Google Search Console. You'll just go ahead and click on it and then click on Start Now. So you want to make sure that you guys log in with the email that you guys used to link up with the SiteKit plugin. So this is the same one that I currently used. And over here, you're actually going to see that website display. There it is, WP Darrell. So you'll see that it created a property for us. I'll go ahead and click on that property. And on the left side, you're going to see sitemaps, right? So we're just going to submit the sitemap, except we're going to get rid of that. And here you're going to see sitemap-index.xml. And then we'll click on submit. All right, got it. So you can see there is success messages. And if you guys did get an error, all you got to do is refresh the page and it should just say success, right? So we have pretty much integrated our website with Google and also with the Search Console. So at this point, Google knows that your website is alive, and within like a day or two, or maybe 3 or 4 days, it's going to index everything so that your website will start ranking on the Google search. But now that we've submitted our sitemap, there are some things that we need to do. So this plugin will also display how your website looks like in the search engine. And it's important to focus specific keywords. So I'm gonna go to the home page right here, and then at the top, you're gonna see edit page. Go ahead and click on edit page. All right, now we're gonna have some more options here on the right side. So I'll click on the Rankmath right here. And then on the right side, you're gonna see preview, right? I wanna click on edit snippets. Now, this is where we are going to now optimize our website for the search engines, because if you look at what's going on right here, it's just basically taking demo text, and we don't want that. We want this to actually display relevant information. So what I'm going to do here is type in the best. I mean, you're going to type something in here that's relative to your niche, right? So I am selling bags, right? The best bag store. And then get the latest bags for men and women here. The best bags on earth are located. Now, of course, I just thought of all this right away, but you'll see what we're doing here. So I want to target words like the best bags, bags for men, bags for women, because on my store, I am basically running a bag store, right? So I just want to focus those keywords so my website will, might rank for those, right? So bags for women, best bags online, best bags online. All right, and I know this seems a little generic, but it's pretty cool, right? The best bag store on earth. Like, it's kind of like, all right, we'll check that out. It's interesting. Over here, we have the social. Now, this is what's going to display on the social websites. So we have the image that we used earlier, and then here, the best bag store on earth, and then we have our description. You guys can always change this specifically for social media if you guys want to do that. You guys can do this for both Facebook and Twitter as well. But once you guys go ahead and fill in this information, you guys can go ahead and save it. Now, remember, you guys are optimizing your website for the Google search. So you want to put in relevant keywords that are related to your niche. So if you guys are selling plants, then you want to put plants for sale, the best plants here. Let Google know what you're selling, right? Because if you don't put the keywords, how are they going to rank your website for those keywords, right? So you want to make sure that you are posting relative content for your websites. And once you're done with that, we'll click on update. So that is the home page. Now, there are some Rankmath settings here that we can actually quickly talk about. Now, I do have a full video on Rankmath as well, because there are a lot of things to go over with Rankmath. But some of the more important options here is the posts and pages, right? So for the pages right here, you're going to see that we have, it's basically creating a formula, right? So for every single page, it's going to use the title of the page, a separator, and a site name. You guys can always change this if you guys want to do that. So for example, if you don't want the site name, you can just go ahead and get rid of it. And then all it's going to show is the title and the separator for that specific page, right? Me personally, I do think that title, separator, and site name is actually pretty relative. Actually, I think I actually prefer that as well. And then here we have excerpt. Now, excerpt is just basically taking some content from that page and it's just going to display it in the search result, right? So for pages right here, I do recommend to leave it as title, separator, site name, and then also excerpt. And also we have posts. Now, me personally, I don't recommend putting separator or site name. Like when you create a blog post, right, you just have the title of the actual post. You don't really have like separator, site name, and stuff like that. So me personally, I would just go with title, because if you guys start blogging, you just want people to see the actual blog title, right? And then here we have excerpt. Excerpt is actually pretty standard, right? We have excerpt. You can go ahead and change this as well if you guys want to go that route. But for my website, we also use excerpt, right? So I'll go ahead now and click on Save Changes. Another thing that you guys can do for the pages right here is instead of excerpt actually, so here for the single page description, I think actually site description would actually be a little bit better here. The site description is what we entered the first time on the home page. And remember, this is only for pages, right? So you can either do excerpt or site description. It's not gonna have that much of an impact on your website as far as SEO, but it just looks cleaner in the search results, all right? So over here, I'll click on Save Changes. Okay, well, we're gonna get rid of this right. Oh yeah, for that, we're gonna leave site name, that makes sense, okay. All right, so we basically optimize it for pages and posts. You can also do it for products as well. So we have title of the product, separator, and site name. I think that is optimal actually. You know, a lot of SEO experts will agree or disagree whether that's optimal or not. But I think, you know, separator, site name is pretty optimal. For the single product description, I actually do recommend taking this off and putting the product description. So we're gonna scroll down right here and we're going to find the product short description, and we're gonna get rid of excerpt. Essentially what I'm saying here is for products on my website, I would rather them show the description of the product versus like excerpt of the page, because it's gonna show the excerpt of the actual shop page, and I don't want that. So changing that to the short description is much more optimal instead of the excerpt. Product archive title, we can leave that, and I think that's pretty much it, right? It is creating a schema markup for the WooCommerce product, which is pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and just click on Save Changes. All right, and pretty much that is it for the Rankmath plugin. You guys just do want to make sure that you enter the relevant information here, like website name and stuff. Also, now that we've actually done this for the Rankmath plugin, you also might want to go to the general options over here and then also update everything in here as well. Like for example, the site title and also the tagline. So we'll put like the best drop shipping website on earth. Okay. Just to make sure that if Rankmath actually doesn't pick it up from their own plugin, they're going to always fall back on the general options, and that's why you might want to adjust this as well. So I'm going to change that. And the tagline, we don't really need a tagline. Tagline is like just like a tagline for your website. Some people have it, some people don't, but it's not required. But the site title is actually appropriate to change it to something else. So I'll go ahead and click on Save Changes. All right. And your website is now pretty much SEO optimized. So we have fully optimized it for all of the major search engines. I've showed you guys how to optimize the homepage, and also we've optimized the pages, the posts, and also the products, so they'll display in a really nice clean format on the Google search results. So next, let's talk about the theme customizer. Now over here we have the products, right? Now this theme actually can adjust the product page and also the shop page. And also it has some other features like header and footer, and it has like a website frame. It has a bunch of other features. So remember earlier how we did talk about the theme customizer? Well, we can go back to the theme customizer now. So the theme customizer generally controls various parts of the website that the page builder normally does not. That includes, like we mentioned, the shop page, product page, and it just has some general features. Like for example, I think they have like the website frame. So for general right here, they have a website frame option, and it just adds like a frame to your website, which is pretty cool, right? They also have the scroll to top. So what this does is on the bottom right of the screen, you'll see that when the user scrolls down, there is a scroll to top, and they can actually go ahead and edit this right here. You guys can change the general style of it. And then for the design section, you guys can change the icon color and also the background color to match the current scheme of your website, right? They also have some other options like buttons and these other options, but me personally, I never use these. You know, it's because the page builder again is doing a majority of the work, but you guys can change the design of the buttons on places like your shop page, which makes more sense, right? So over here, you can adjust the background color, you know, of the buttons of your websites. Let's go ahead and change it. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so we change it to like black, and then this is for hover, right? So if they hover over it, we can change the color, right? And yeah, so you guys can go ahead and go through those options right here and adjust it to your liking. Now, also we have the header builder. We mentioned earlier about the header builder, and essentially the header builder, you guys can design it, right? You can drag and drop elements here, like putting the logo on the top row. You know, it's actually right there. You can't really see it, but I can take a button actually. Here, where's the button? Here we go. Put a button up there. So now I see the buttons on the first row, right? And this is the second row, and then this is the third row. So you can adjust all this to your liking right here. So you can put the button actually behind the cart, right? And have like a really large, you know, I mean, that looks not bad, you know, not bad. Maybe put the search up here. Yeah, I think the search should go up there actually, you know. And then for the button, you guys can actually change the button style, right? So here it's like this box style, and I believe we can design it as well, right? We can actually add a border radius here, and we can make it circular. So I'll put like 50 on each, and that makes it circular, right? So yeah, but yeah, that's just an example. You guys can use the header builder here to build out your header, right? And the same thing for the footer. Again, if we scroll to the bottom here, you can see that we can adjust the footer. So they have widget area 1, widget area 2, widget area 3, and 4. And what you guys can do here is add in elements, right? So for example, let's see if we can actually see it. Oh, here it is. Okay. So here are the rows, right? We have row 1, 2, 3, and 4. And for WordPress, you guys can add in widgets, right? So if you want to add in like an image here or products, let's see, product list, we can add in some products below the widget area 3, and you can tell there's products now displaying. So you guys can go here and just add in widgets and add in anything here to your footer, and you guys can completely rearrange this any which way you guys would like. So I know that's a brief overview of the footer, but obviously this is not a tutorial on the Blocksy theme, and I don't want to spend hours talking about it because we probably could, I probably could, spend an hour or two on this, but I just want to give you guys the general gist of this. Now, there's obviously all these options here like colors, typography throughout the website that you guys can adjust, but the one I really want to talk about here that's the most important is actual WooCommerce. So here we have the WooCommerce general options, and there's options here like a store notice where a little banner will be displayed here at the bottom, and you guys can, you know, add in like a coupon code message or a sale or something like that, and you can put the message at the top of your website or at the bottom, right? And of course, you guys can design it like the color and the text and stuff like that. So this is a pretty cool feature if you guys want to add this to your store, right? Also, there are the star ratings. So once users actually rate this, you can actually change the color of the star ratings, the quantity input, sale and stock badge as well. So here you can see that we can change the badge shape, right? So you'll see it changes from a square. And of course, there's other options here where you guys can completely design things on the general options for the product and shop page. But what I want to show you guys now is the product archives. Now the product archives is the actual shop page, okay? So for example, here I can take out the page title if I don't want to just, you know, put the page title, and I can actually change this to style 1 or style 2. We can also get rid of the sidebar. If you guys don't want the sidebar, we can just completely get rid of it, and we can add in more rows and columns. So here we have 3 columns and 4 rows. So with these options here, you guys can kind of tinker around and mess around with these options to see if you guys want a sidebar or no sidebar. Also, they have 2 different shop page styles. So they have 1 and 2, right? And the difference is you guys can see the select options is a button here, but type 2 is just the select options and the price here on the right side. There's no right or wrong way, guys, to design your shop page. It's really what works best for you. So you'll have to go through these options, and you know, you guys can design it and decorate it, see which one works best for you. But this is where you guys can control how to design your shop page. And next, we have the single product. So let me click on a single product here. Okay, and what we can do is we can also edit this page. So we can have a narrow width, and you'll see that it has this narrow width style like that, right? Pretty cool. We have a normal width. We also have the left sidebar option, right? And the right sidebar option. And then for the product title, we can further design that. So if you want to change it to something that looks like this, we can do that. And it's going to use the actual image as the background, but it doesn't really look that good, you know? So I'm gonna stick with number 1. And then also you can show more elements. So you can show the title, the excerpt, and post meta. But by default, what they've done here is they've hit all of that because it already displays right here, right? So all they have right here is just like the, I think they got rid of all those options there. Yeah, just like that. So you guys can go around here, mess with these options, and design your product page any which way you guys would like. Now over here, we have the right side. And this right here is what I want to basically change. But in order to change this, we'd have to go to the widget section, which is the sidebar section, right? So you guys can't actually, really actually design the sidebar from here. You'll have to go to the widget section if you want to customize the sidebar for your product page, right? So let's go ahead and publish this before we lose our progress, right? I'll go ahead and scroll back. And now we're gonna find widgets. So we have widgets here, and then we have WooCommerce sidebar. Now this actually controls what's on the right side, right? So you can see here they've added some widgets by default. They've created this whole section right here, which is pretty cool. If you want added more stuff like a video, you would just, you know, put in a video, and then you can insert it from URL. So I'll paste in this video here and press enter. And if we scroll to the bottom, now you'll see that there is this video right here that like shows like models walking. And of course you guys can put any YouTube video there. So this would be great if you want to say, hey, we have a video showing you guys how to use it, click here, and you guys can link them a video. And there are tons of widgets, guys. So if you click on browse all, there are tons and tons of widgets that you guys can add to your sidebar to get really, really customizable and decorative, right? So go ahead now and click on publish. And I think, again, just to give you guys some pointers here, I think the most popular one, guys, is products. So they'll put product list, product by rating, product search. They also have a filter tag right here. So filter, this is actually really popular. Filter by price is actually really popular. And I'm gonna jump this to the top here, filter by price, right? So over here, filter by price, you know, once we actually close the theme customizer, people can actually filter by price, which is pretty cool as well. So you guys can go through all these widgets, have fun, knock yourself out, and design the shop page and product page any which way you guys would like. Now, another thing that I do want to mention is the homepage settings. Now, if you guys do decide to create a new page and you want it to be your home page, you need to assign the home page as your home. So whatever page you want to be the first page people visit when they go to your website, you're going to want to select that page here. And also the blog page. So this is actually the blog page, and all the blog posts that you create will be propagated to whatever page that you put right here. Make sense? All right, cool. And I think that is pretty much it, right? So yeah, that is the theme customizer summed up. Now they do have a pro version, which gives you a lot more features and gives you more elements and stuff like that. But most of you can be cool with just the free version. I don't recommend upgrading to the pro. The pro is for people who only have like a more complicated website that want like a lot of really cool features. But for most of us getting started out, the free version will do just fine. All right, so now I want to show you guys a plugin that will create you virtual reviews. There was a plugin that I came across that was really cool. I believe it's called Faview. So over here under plugins, I'll go to add new. And what this is going to do, it's actually going to create virtual reviews for you to make your store look very credible. So here's the plugin that I found. It is called Faview Virtual Reviews for WooCommerce. I'll go ahead and click on install now and then click on activate. All right, and what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down here. On the left side, you're going to see virtual reviews, and I'll click on the virtual reviews. And now it's asking us, how many reviews do you guys want per product? Now, I'm gonna put something like 15 reviews. And what's really cool here is that you guys can actually schedule the date, right? So you can actually put this a lot like back in the past, right? So we're gonna put like October 6th to today, right? So this is like a year ago. Here you guys can select specific categories as well. But what I'm going to do here is just go ahead and leave it at all categories, and I'm going to click on add reviews. Now what this is going to do, it's actually going to generate a bunch of positive reviews for your product, which is really cool. Also, there are more options here for single reviews, right? And then they have just some general upsells where you guys can check out some of their other plugins, right? But it actually created reviews for us. So now we're going to go over here to products and click on all products. And I'll go ahead and view this product. And now you can see that there are 15 positive reviews. We have all these beautiful stars. And if we click on customer reviews, and now you're gonna see that it shows them that people purchased it, right? So it creates the name, it actually shows the date. So this actually shows last year, and it creates a bunch of 5-star reviews, which is awesome, right? So I know many people might think that that's a little deceptive by saying, hey man, you know, you're creating a bunch of fake reviews. But you know, if people come to the store and they see a bunch of positive reviews, they are a lot more inclined to purchase the product. I mean, this is basically corporate censorship, you know, and I can understand like why websites do that, because it's like, this is your website, man. Do you want a bunch of people leaving 1-star reviews on your website? It's like, nah, I'm gonna put a bunch of positive reviews, you know, I'm gonna drown them out. And when people come to my website, I want to give them the opportunity to buy their product, right? So that's what that plugin does. It actually creates a bunch of virtual reviews on all of your products. You'll see over here that we've actually created 15 positive reviews, which is awesome, right? So yeah, that is the plugin I recommend. And the great part is this is completely free. You know, the other platform, you have to pay for it every single month, but this is free. And that is one big pro with WordPress, is the plugins are all free, and it gives you tons of options in the free versions. All right, so let me go ahead and get my book here. Okay, so now that we have a bunch of positive reviews, now let's add some sort of plugins to upsell everything on our websites. Now let's go back over here to dashboard. Now guys, in the world of WordPress, there are plugins for everything. I mean, there is over 55,000 plugins for WordPress. So I can't really tell you which is the best one, but I will show you guys the way. I'll give you an option and let you guys go from there, right? Over here under search plugins, we're gonna type in, okay, so the plugin I recommend that you guys use is called Notification X. This is actually a really great plugin that has sales pop-ups. It has the live sales notifications. It has just tons of features to make your store much more optimal, right? So here we have sales notifications, right? So we're gonna go ahead and select sales notifications. And this is for WooCommerce. And I'll click on next. And what you guys can do is pick something here that looks really nice and cute, but we'll put this one here, right? And click on next. Show everywhere. You guys can put on specific pages, right? So everyone, logged out user, logged in user. We'll just put logged out user, right? That's basically saying I want to market to people who have not yet purchased my product, right? Once they actually purchase the product and come back, I don't want to show them the notifications no more, right? Over here, I'll click on next, and I'll click on publish. If you guys actually do want to see the actual pop-up right here, I'll click on this and click on preview. All right, so here is the website. And let's say, for example, I'm a brand new user and I scroll down the website. I'm like, oh, someone just bought something, you know? And what's also really cool is that you guys can actually put it in the settings to actually click on that and it'll take them to whatever product was sold. And it's going to show periodically right here as the user scrolls. You guys can set the time and the gap. All of these settings are available in the settings for the plugin. So you guys can go ahead and mess with all these settings here on your own free time. But it's a great plugin to add because it's just going to increase the chances of you making a sale. Okay, so now that we've incorporated the sales notification on the website, now let's add a pop-up. Now, Elementor actually does have a pop-up in the Pro version, which is really, really good. But, you know, since we're on a budget here, we can actually just install a plugin and it'll create pop-ups for free. Over here under plugins, I'll click on add new. And over here under search plugins, we will type in pop-up. Now, there are various plugins that you guys can use. Like, for example, there's this one here. There's Pop-Up Builder by OptinMonster. And there's also this one over here. And there's a lot more, right? Pop-Up Box. Now, I'm going to go ahead and try this plugin right here. It is called the Hustle. So this is actually created by WPMU Dev, which is a pretty popular company. Right here, I'll click on Install Now. Then I'll click on Activate. All right, now I'm sure on the left side, we're going to find the options for the plugin. So right here, you'll see Hustle. I'll go ahead and click on Pop-Ups. Next, I'll click on Create. This will be like my social media. Maybe we can do something like, you know, social media, or you can announce a sale or something like that. And they have some pre-designed templates here, which is pretty cool. What I'll do here is just say, you know, maybe, I don't know which one I should pick, guys. You know, here, giveaway. You know, here we go. Choose this one. All right. Are you excited? We are giving away a $50 card every day. Follow us for details. All right. Now, we can always change the featured image and the background image, but I'm sure you guys can do this on your own free time. Here is the main content. So this is going to be the content of the actual content on the pop-up, right? And then we have the call to action, right? So we have button 1, and here you can enter the URL. Now you can put anything here, right? You can put your social media website, you can put a link to your product, you can go put this on your contact page, anywhere you guys want them to go, you guys can put in the URL right here. And also for button 2, you guys can do the same thing right here. So you guys can also do a redirect to a new window and then also redirect them to another website or another part of the website if you guys want to go that route. Okay. But yeah, so you guys can go ahead and fill that information out. We'll go ahead and scroll down here. I think everything is good. At the top right, I'll click on publish. All right, the pop-up is ready to go. Pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and scroll up. We also do have some other options here like appearance, visibility, and also behavior as well. Looks like these are, oh no, these are actually free. Ooh, that's pretty cool actually. So there's a 3-second delay, but we can change this to like 10 seconds, right? So 10 seconds, I'll click on update. And let's just go ahead and go back to our website. And let's just go ahead and wait a few seconds here for the pop-up to display. And voila, we now have the pop-up displaying here. And they can just go ahead and close it, and that's great. So that's how you guys can incorporate pop-ups. Feel free to go through all those plugins and just scout around, see which one works best for you. Try not to get a premium one. You know, for pop-ups, I feel like today, like pop-ups, you know, a majority of the plugins do offer them for free, and I hate to be like an anti-developer person, but you know, a lot of the plugins, you know, they're always going to try to upsell you, but try to find one that gives you the most features in the free version and just go from there. Okay, and the last section of this video, I do want to introduce you guys to our Elementor templates. Now, me and my team have created a marketplace for Elementor templates, and it is the most competitive place on the internet if you guys want premium quality templates. So here is my website, and if you guys actually go over here and click on Elementor templates, we actually create 10 templates every single month, and we have more than 250 template kits. Now, this is actually good for the Elementor page builder. So over here, you guys will see that we have just tons of kits, right? And you guys can actually go on the right side here and search. So the one that you guys want to pick for drop shipping would be WooCommerce. And we have various kits for WooCommerce. So we have various niches. We have fishing, we have watches, we have coffee, and here are some examples of some of our templates. Now, the difference between our templates versus others is that we actually create all the pages and we actually use the theme builder. So we use custom shop pages, custom product pages, and other various parts of the website that usually other template places don't really create, right? So this is like an example of the shop page, and you guys can see, it's a great looking shop page. It has a really nice header and footer. So here are the products here, and you guys can scroll down just to get an idea of the actual template. Also, we have this one right here. And again, for all of these, we actually have pop-ups, we have custom headers and footers, and we have tons of pages, including custom shop pages, product pages, checkout, my account, the works, right? So if you guys do actually want to jumpstart your dropshipping store, you guys can go ahead and check out my website where we have just tons of just premium templates, including, again, custom pages for you guys for every templates. Here is one for furniture, right? So let's go over here to the shop page, and you guys can see it's a very elegant, beautiful looking shop page. We built all these from scratch. Here, click on the chair, and we actually created a custom product page here as well. The more content you add, the better it looks, obviously. Here's another one. This is for property, right? Really elegant looking one for property. This probably, I mean, for dropshipping, I'm sure you guys are going to dropship houses, but if you want to, try it, see if they have any portable houses, right? Here is one for, I guess, like sports stuff. So you can see here, we actually kind of simplified this. We made it a little bit more simpler. Here's one for bags. This is like luxury bags. You can see that we created this one here as well. And we just made it very elegant, and again, we have various pages like the About Us, custom blog page. Also, we do create like custom single product pages as well. So like this right here is the actual blog page. So for every one of these templates, we create everything custom. A custom blog page, custom post page, custom product page, custom shop page. We are very competitive because we really want to provide the best value here. This is an example of another custom shop page, and they're all very unique in the sense that we wanted to create each one very distinct from the other. I didn't want to just create a bunch of the same templates and have them all look the same by just changing the image and the content. I really wanted to stand out here and make these look much different. You can tell here, we have a little pop-up menu, and then bags pop up here on the left side. Really cool, really amazing. So if you guys do want to purchase these kits right here, we actually have the best deal ever, right? So over here, I'll click on the Get Full Access, and I'll click on Get Full Access, and you guys can purchase one kit alone for $29. Or you guys can subscribe to our annual package, which will give you access to all of our kits, 250 plus. We get 10 more every month, and that is $59 a year. And you guys can purchase the lifetime for $99, and that gives you access to all of our kits plus future kits that we create, which is just amazing. That is the best deal, right? And you can see from our track record, we actually do create 10 every month. We don't want to sit there and lie to people by saying, oh, we offer 10 a month, and then like once you purchase it, you don't get any more. So if you look at our record, going back on my YouTube channel from like 6 months, we started with 100, then we made 150, now we're at 200, and now we're at 250 plus, right? So I think right now, by the time you guys are watching this, we'll probably have around 270 kits, which is amazing, and you won't find a better deal than that. And just use your better judgment. If you do want to check out the Elementor kits, you guys can go to my website right here, click on kits, and just browse around. In fact, you guys can even use kits that aren't related to WooCommerce. So for example, we have this one right here, which is crowdfunding. And then you can just like swap the images. If you want to just use the actual structure of the template, you guys can use any template that you guys want for your dropshipping websites. So I will leave this in the description below of this video if you guys are interested in our Elementor template kits, which is one of the best deals you guys are going to find on the internet. I guarantee it. All right, party people, well, that is pretty much it for the optimization section of this video. So at this point, your website is up and running. We have connected it with Google. We have SEO optimized it. We added a bunch of pop-ups and cool things to help conversions for your dropshipping store. So now that we've talked about how to optimize our website, let's move on to the next section and talk about marketing. I'll see you guys there. What's up, party people? Welcome to section 4. So in this part of the video, I'll walk you guys through how to properly market your dropshipping websites. Now, when you guys first get started, it is a bit overwhelming because every platform out there wants your money, right? But before you guys even think about paying anyone, you first want to make sure that you exhaust all of the free methods to to market your dropshipping websites. So I'll walk you guys through all of the free methods. I'll introduce you guys to Pinterest and also ChatGPT. ChatGPT is an amazing resource that you guys can use to get free organic traffic to your website. In fact, we actually created a post using ChatGPT, and this post is now ranking on the first page of Google, and we are getting a few hundred visitors every single month from this one post. Only after we exhaust all of the free methods, I'll then be showing you guys some of the paid marketing strategies on how to get traffic to your dropshipping website. So in this part of the video, I'll walk you guys through all of the marketing techniques on how to get traffic to your dropshipping website. You guys ready? Let's go. Now we're gonna go through these slides and I'm gonna give you examples of what we're doing to get traffic and also show you various websites, including free and paid websites. So again, we're going to cover the whole shebang in this part of the video. Now, again, before we actually talk about marketing, again, I just want to really reiterate here and stress the fact that you really want to make sure that your website is fully optimized, like we talked about in the previous section. So you want to make sure your website is fully 100% SEO optimized, have email captures, pop-ups, including sales and promotional banners with coupon codes. People love sales, right? And if you're running even like a fake sale, which I think every company does today, the odds of you making a sale with a sale on your website is a lot higher than having no sale whatsoever, because people are going to feel like, oh, I'm getting a discount. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. So having all of these things, like we talked about, the pop-ups, the sales, the live sales notifications, it really does add up in the end, right? Make sure you have reviews enabled on your products. We walked you guys through how to create virtual reviews as well. So if you guys didn't see that, I highly recommend to go back and watch that. Include all social profiles and make sure they are 100% optimized. If someone goes to your website and then they go to your social profiles and they see dead links somewhere, or they see information not filled out, they're going to start thinking that you're just some fly-by-night company. They're going to think, oh, these guys are, they're probably a small-timer company. I'm going to go somewhere else, right? People's brains are short-spanned online. Like if they actually go to a website, like within like 1 or 2 seconds, they have to click, and you really want to make sure you have everything fully ready. So if they go to like somewhere like your website and then Facebook or Pinterest, you have everything filled out so you look really stable and professional, versus going to a social profile with a bunch of dead links everywhere, right? I mean, come on, you would probably click off as well, right? Okay, and the $1 million question: if I brought 1 million visitors tomorrow, what would they do? How many would convert because of how well the website was optimized, right? Like, would they go to the website and buy stuff, or would they go to the website and leave saying, oh, this website looks shady, I don't really trust it, so I'm just gonna leave, right? So keep that in mind and put that question in the back of your head. Okay, so now let's talk about the long-term and short-term growth. Now, the long-term growth, you guys should be focusing on SEO, building backlinks, and also content writing. Content writing is probably one of the best ways to get free traffic. It is a longer, tedious process, but it's great because once you get that traffic, it's almost permanent. Like, you just have to sit back and wait, and every month you're gonna get thousands of visitors to your website, which is really cool. But it is a grind. I will not deny that whatsoever, but if you guys put in the work, you guys will get rewards in the long term. All right, so the pros: you gain organic customers in the long run, but the cons, it's slow growth, right? It's gonna take a while, so that's something to consider. Short-term growth: running ads or guest posting. The pros is it's quick traffic and I think changes and ways to make sales. I think I misspelled that, my bad guys. And ways to make sales. The cons is you can lose money on ads. Now, a lot of people on YouTube and all these other fake gurus, they're gonna tell you, oh, just open up a Facebook account and just, you run the ads and automatic money. It is total BS, A lot of the time you're gonna run ads and you're even gonna lose money on the advertisements, and that's what nobody tells you, right? I will tell you guys, if you solely rely 100% only on advertising, there are chances where you can lose money on specific months. And there's no real reason for this. Sometimes you're going to be approached by marketers and saying, well, it's because of this. Well, it's because of that. Guys, sometimes it's just luck of the draw, and maybe you just delivered your ad to an audience that just generally wasn't interested, but maybe the next month, it'll be like a 500% return difference, Now, creating optimal ads is very effective, but what I am saying though is just sometimes it just doesn't work out, and that's just marketing in general. So the pros, again, is quick traffic and ways to make sales, but the cons is you guys can lose money. Optimal growth. So personally, I think that this is a better way to approach it, is include both, right? So the best marketing option plus ads. So essentially what I'm saying here is combine the long-term growth and short-term growth together and see how that works. For example, if you guys were to run ads to bring people to your store and they saw your blog from your content writer creating a bunch of articles every month, they're going to see that, oh, wow, this website's actually really active in content writing. They have a bunch of content. Let me go read one of these articles. And if they read those articles and they're persuaded to, buy something, then you can see how the long and short-term growth really works together, right? So if you do have a lot of content on your website and you're bringing those visitors to your websites, the content marketing does build credibility, right? So that's just one factor to consider. So the pros: bring traffic to established websites can convert better, like we talked about. Cons, there's none really. If you guys combine short-term and long-term together, there's really no con here. So the short-term growth and long-term growth, they really work well together. So now that we talked about the types of growth, let's now go ahead and talk about ways on, how to actually get traffic. All right, so long-term growth. Start doing SEO yourself, then delegate it to a virtual assistant. Avoid marketing companies. Now, you guys have seen me this whole video. I've always recommended to get virtual assistants because you want someone that can grow with your company. If you go to marketing companies or SEO companies and say, hey, I want you guys to bring me a bunch of traffic, they're just going to charge you up the wazoo and they might not even bring you any traffic, right? Because they're going to try their best, but their main focus is to make money before you, right? So that's why you want a virtual assistant with someone that can actually grow with your company and might actually care about if you're making money or not, right? Start the off-page SEO, create all social profiles, and post 2 times a week or more. Consider hiring an SEO company. Now, so what I mean by this is you guys can hire your own social media marketing manager to help you manage a lot of the social profiles on your website. You guys can also hire SEO companies from India. There are a few that actually charge like maybe $100 or $200 a month, and I would probably go with them first before hiring a larger company that can promise you sales. But I would try to keep your costs down as much as possible. So if you are going to go with SEO, spend no more than like $100 or $200 a month, right? And have them just build backlinks, have them add your website on social bookmarking website, on directory websites, and go from there, right? But you can do all this yourself, like we talked about earlier. So it really is up to you, and it's really up to you and your budget, right? And also make sure to post twice a week. Now, if you guys do go to businesses on Facebook, and if you see posts that are active and recent, you're more inclined to buy from that company because you think the company is, alive and they're still in business. If you were to go to this page right here and I had like one post for the entire year, you're going to assume as a visitor that this business is probably not working, or they're out of business, or they are just gone, right? Because if they don't have a social presence, most people believe that they're a fly-by-night company and they're probably not in business no more. So always make sure that you guys do post once or twice a week. And honestly, guys, if you have nothing to post or you can't think of anything, just post a joke. Like here I'm talking about coffee, right? So early bird I am, coffee I must. It's funny, right? It's content, it's something, right? So you just want to post something to create engagement for your audience and visitors, okay? All right, now this is actually really important, guys. Start uploading products to Google Merchant Center for free impressions and clicks. This is very important. This is going to get you free traffic, okay? Now, if you guys are never heard of, the Google Merchant Center, you guys can actually submit all your products for free in the Google Merchant Center. And what's great is that these products actually get showcased in the Google shopping section on Google. So what you want to do here is for every product that you guys upload to your website, you want to also upload it to the Google Merchant, right? And eventually they're going to pop up here and there, like my products. My products actually pop up here. And I think at one point we were getting like 500 or 600 visitors a month. But recently it's slowed down drastically, and now we're only getting like a few hundred, right? So over here, I'll give you guys a little example. This is my Google Merchant Center dashboard right here. And you can see here that I would say for about 3 weeks, we got around 75 clicks. It is not a lot, but that's only because we only have maybe like 5 or 6 products, right? If you guys have like 20 or 30 products, this number is going to keep increasing, right? So the Google Merchant Center is a great place if you guys do want to get free traffic to your websites. Now keep in mind, these are free clicks and traffic to the website. So we are not paying anything whatsoever. If we were to actually run Google Shopping ads along with this, we would probably be making a lot more, right? But here you'll see that we have some clicks from products, but also we have non-product website clicks. And this is from the images, right? So this could be from the images, this could be from the reviews, it could be from something else instead of clicking on the Shop Now button, right? But you can see that our products are getting indexed by Google. So uploading all your products to the Google Merchant Center is probably one of the best free ways to get traffic to your websites. And the more products that you have, the better. It is a small process to do it, right? It'll probably take you like a day or two, right? Maybe like one full day. So make sure that you guys do upload all your products to the Google Merchant Center. It does take a few hours, but after you invest the time, your products are like on like autopilot. So they're just gonna keep getting impressions and clicks, and it's definitely worth it. Create video content for products. 300 YouTube shorts in 30 minutes. We actually came across a video where this guy actually, I'll show, it's a pretty viral video now, and it shows how this one guy actually uploaded 300 videos in 30 minutes, and I know that sounds crazy, but that is a lot of views, right? Now, instead of actually putting these, just uploading these videos with using ChatGPT and stuff, you guys should create watermarks on this with your brand. So if you guys do upload shorts, you actually want people to see your brand, right? So on these videos right here where they're actually showing them how to actually, use these from Canva or whatever, you guys can add like a watermark here, and you guys can actually get free branding impressions. So people are going to see your company. And me personally, I think that's the only use for shorts, because this video right here, they actually get like millions of views, but the analytics of how much they made is only like $200. It's pathetic, so it's like the views from these videos are virtually useless as far as money goes, right? So you want to actually make use for them. So you might want to incorporate your branding. So this is a very interesting video, but just keep in mind that when they actually do make these shorts, the money that they make is very, very small. I mean, I make way more money with 1,000 views than these guys do with like millions, because the views from YouTube Shorts are very low, right? The CPA is really, really low for them, right? So you guys can, use videos to create branding campaigns for YouTube Shorts. And also right here, there is this one company right here, or this person that can actually help you create content for TikTok and everything. So 2 TikTok videos for $10, 5 for 30, right? And also 12 for 90, which is actually really cool. Now TikTok is massive, right guys? And personally, you do want to outsource this stuff like video editing. You do not want to start doing this yourself, because it is so much work and it's very time consuming. Even myself, I actually have an editor because it takes him a long time to create animations for my video. And if I were to do that myself, plus research content, plus edit, plus record, I mean, my time would just be like, very, very scarce. So I personally do recommend to hire a person to create content for your social media outlets. The creation process of making videos is very, very time consuming, and you want to outsource that to someone who's more experienced in that field, because your focus is to make money with your dropshipping websites. All right, so that is a quick way on how to get some traffic to your website, right? Okay, now also create a seller profile on eBay, Etsy, Amazon, Bonanza, also Poshmark, and then also try Craigslist and post daily. So personally, that you guys do want to go to websites like Etsy, you want to make an account here as well, and you want to go ahead and upload your products here on this website. You also want to do the same thing for eBay as well. Essentially what you're doing here, guys, is you're just trying to brand yourself, right? Because the thing is, you're going to keep uploading all your products to all these different websites, and slowly it's going to start spreading onto the Google search, on Bing search, on Google Images, on all these random little areas out of nowhere, and that's how you're going to start getting more and more impressions. The more impressions that you guys have, the more odds that you guys might get a click, right? So I do recommend going to these websites. Now, here really quick, Etsy is really easy to use, right? eBay is really easy to use. Amazon is a nightmare to use. This website is no longer geared to people like that want to just create a small store like a mom and pop shop. It's more catered to large corporate companies with million-dollar budgets who want to actually really invest with Amazon. So we actually created our store with Amazon.com, and we were selling coffee. The bureaucracy and documents they wanted for a coffee website was insane. We had to send them our FDA certification. We had to send them barcode information. We had to send them our EIN numbers, just tons and tons of documents, and it was crazy. So if you guys are selling just normal products, that's fine. Go with Amazon. If you're drop shipping food products at all, don't do it. If you're drop shipping jewelry, that's also a nightmare. It really only is good for certain products. So before you guys actually try to invest with Amazon, research what you're trying to sell and see what Amazon says about it and their restrictions and requirements, because for some product niches, it's insanely ridiculous, right? But for some, might be easy, like accessories or something like that, or watches or little bands like this or something. It could be very simple. So I do recommend creating an account for Amazon as well and see how that works out for you. Okay. All right. So eBay, Etsy, Amazon, and also Bonanza. We actually tried Bonanza as well, and we even paid for their marketing gig that says like your products will be seen by millions and millions of people. We got 0 impressions, and I contacted Bonanza, and then they had this really crappy attempt. Like after I sent them this email, we saw like a few impressions in a day, and then it just flatlined again. So we're never gonna go with Bonanza again, but it does help if you just wanna get a little bit more exposure, okay? Poshmark, this is for some niches. It's an application where you guys can sell products online, right? So you might want to check that out. And then also Craigslist, where you guys can post your products on Craigslist or on sale. And then obviously you guys can probably go to Fiverr here, and you guys can hire someone to post stuff on the regular for your products, right? Like every day they can post something about your products, right? And there is a classified section for products for sale that you can post on Craigslist. Okay, next, create profiles for all review websites. Trustpilot, SiteJabber, Shopper approved. Now over here, you'll see that we have our Kopi Coffee websites. And this is great because you guys get backlinks from large authority websites. Websites like Trustpilot, Shopper approved, they get massive traffic, and also they have high quality backlinks. So you'll see right here, there is a backlink actually to my website, and if someone clicks on this, they will then go to my website. And this is good because we're going to get traffic from domains with large authority and also large amounts of traffic. So make sure that you guys do add your websites to Trustpilot, SiteJabber, Shopper approved, as many review sites as possible, because you're going to get more exposure, right? It's going to get picked up in the search engine, and also you're going to get free high quality backlinks from all those review websites, right? Creating TikTok videos or Instagram videos every day. The more videos you guys can post with Instagram and TikTok, the better. There really is no limits, or there really is no sweet number. I would probably go with like 2 videos a week, maybe 3 videos a week if you can, just depending on the quality of your videos. If it's really, really high quality and a lot of work, I understand that can take a long time. Even for myself, one video can take like a whole month, so it really depends on the type of content that you're creating, right? Here we go. Generate thousands of pins on Pinterest. Now we actually use Pinterest for our templates that we sell on our websites. So you guys can go to Pinterest, and these guys can create literally hundreds or even thousands of pins that will actually backlink directly to your websites. Our website, we actually have more than, I think, like 500 pins, and we get around $1,000 a month just from traffic from Pinterest. So here is my Pinterest, and you'll see that we get around 7,000 views a month. And here are all of our templates. And we actually do market on Pinterest, and we actually do see a return, We actually get analytics based off the add to cart. We see how many people bought stuff. And we usually get around, I would say, a solid $1,000 a month from Pinterest, even without marketing, just because we're selling products. We're selling digital products, which are really easy to sell. But you'll see that people actually are looking for templates, and they might like one of these templates. Like, for example, some girl on the internet is looking for spices and herbs, and they're like, oh my gosh, I like this one. All right, and then here's the product, and the girl can be like, oh, look at this cool little template right here. I can use this on my website. And they can even click right here and live demo and get a live presentation of the websites. But right here they can subscribe. They can subscribe for $59 a year. They can also buy the lifetime kits, or they can just buy the single template if they want to go that route, right? So we are using Pinterest to bring traffic. It is a great way on how to get more traffic to your websites. And it's a long-term investment, right? Because those pins are going to be on Pinterest forever. And Pinterest has massive traffic, guys. It really, really does. Okay. All right. Canva now has a branding pin generator. So Canva actually has a lot of branding material for pins. So if you guys do use Canva, look into the branding kit. It's actually pretty cool. It's still kind of on the way, but it's not the best, but it still is really helpful. Guest post on large traffic websites or search for yourself. BloggerOutreach.io. Now, guest blogging is also a great way to get permanent traffic to your websites. All right, so let me give you guys an example of some guest posting websites. So over here is a website called BloggerOutreach.io. Now, what this website does is they actually have websites that are open to guest posts. And it's very funny. So get on Blogger Outreach and buy 5 to 7 posts a week for at least 3 months to rank in the top 10. Essentially, this is sort of true. If you have large websites with high domain authority linking back to your domain, your website will get boosted up in the search result and also build a domain authority. Guest posting is probably the #1 best way to build your domain authority and to get high quality traffic. So what you guys can do is, for example, over here, I'll type in coffee because, I'm a coffee website. And we're going to find websites that are interested in coffee, right? So we have this one here, Page One Coffee, Wine Tea Coffee, right? And so on and so forth. So what we can do here is we can outreach to these websites and say, hey, can you talk about our company? And we'll pay you. And we've actually purchased from this website. So let me go ahead and show you guys some of these orders right here. So here are some of the orders that we have made with this website. And for example, 101 Amazing Coffee, what we can do is we can actually take a look at this. So here is the actual post that they created for us. And if I decline this, we will find them talk about our company right here, right? So you can see that they are writing about our company, and they did include backlinks right here. So here's the actual backlink, and these are do follow backlinks. You guys do want to make sure that when you do purchase, guest posts from websites, that it's a do follow link, because that will actually boost your own website domain authority. So it is a pretty helpful website in order to boost your own domain authority. We did actually see an increase in our own domain authority once we were using this website. Here I'll just use one more, right? So here's another example. This is your coffeebreak.co.uk, and it's some it's some girly website or something. It's some girl blogger, right? And here they're talking about Indonesian coffee, about why it's amazing. And if we keep scrolling down here, we're going to find that they added a link for us. Awesome. So you guys can use websites like Blogger Outreach, and you guys can also use websites like accessly.com. This website actually has some really high-end blogs like Forbes. Have you guys ever seen like those gurus say, oh, they're all writing about me, I'm so famous? No. They're a bunch of BS. They're paying for it, So you can actually hire Forbes right here and get them to write about you for around $4,000. You can do the same thing for TechCrunch. You can do the same thing for all these large authority websites, right? So yeah, you guys can contact these large authority websites and have them write about you, but these are actually really, really expensive. I'd probably go with something a lot more smaller, right, and easier like the other website, but you guys can also use accessly.com if you guys want to go that route. All right, so that is what guest posting is. Guest posting is essentially contacting other websites and saying, hey, can you write about us? Or sometimes you have to write the content for them, which is actually very common. People actually write on my blog a lot, and I invite them saying, hey, do you want to write on my blog for free? And they write articles for free, and then I give them a backlink to their website. Create content using ChatGPT. Guys, ChatGPT is freaking amazing. It's awesome, right? We actually created this video right here, and it shows people how to actually rank #1 on Google with ChatGPT. And in this specific video, we actually use ChatGPT, and we have a post ranking on the very first page of Google for the key term, how to build more backlinks to your product pages. This was all done using ChatGPT, right? We have a full video that shows you how to do this, the scripts to use, content to add, how to optimize it, how to fix the grammar, like the works. It's a great video. I highly recommend that you guys watch it because it's a great way to get free traffic to your website. Okay, next. So let's just go ahead and reiterate here and re-talk about what we talked about in this section. So short-term growth. Short-term growth includes paid ads, also influencer marketing, good for trending products. Facebook ads, good to build the audience, but must have solid video ads. And over here, we actually do have a video that shows you guys how to use Facebook ads. And we actually did get a lead from this video, which is actually really funny. And I had to tell them, I was like, guys, this is a tutorial video. I'm sorry, and they're like, all right, whatever, man. Like they felt kind of like betrayed, But yeah, Facebook ads is a great way on how to get traffic. And yeah, if you guys do want to experiment with Facebook ads, I would recommend $5 a day. Don't go more than that, right? Just get your feet wet, see how it works out for you, and go from there. The next one is Google Shopping ads. These are actually pretty cool, but Google Shopping ads can be a little expensive. So sometimes it can be like 30 to 50 cents a click, and that can be a little pricey. Promoted Pinterest pins are great for branding and some conversions. We actually have some really good success with Pinterest. I can actually show you some of our analytics over here when we market it. Okay, so here is the analytics for my Pinterest. And we did run a lot of ads, right? So we did make around $2,000 running ads, and we had around 15,000 visitors, 270 added carts, 221 checkouts, and we did have a lot of purchases, and they actually do show you information here. Now, if you guys do decide to use Pinterest, there is a plugin for it where you guys can connect it to your websites, and Pinterest is one of the best ways to do it because they're very cheap. It is great for branding. So people are gonna actually see your products and your websites. You do get tons and tons of impressions. It is hard to get clicks. I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty hard, but you can see that we are getting checkouts and add to carts and purchases from Pinterest. So don't think it's like a dead platform. I know a lot of people on YouTube don't really even talk about Pinterest that much, but remember guys, this website is mostly women, and women buy products. So we want to market to women because they love to buy stuff, right? So yeah, use Pinterest. It is a great platform. Promote pins and see how that works for you. Facebook communities are good to build an audience. Now, Facebook communities, guys, I'm gonna just go ahead and give you my real honest opinion about Facebook communities. I feel like the traffic quality is really bad, right? So people will join the community, but many of them in the community won't really buy anything. They're just kind of there to waste time and to chill. And I feel like today, I think that they're on the decline. I actually saw a podcast by Pat Flynn, and he basically said the same thing. He's like, my Facebook community is useless. And I kind of agree with that. I think that the traffic and quality from the Facebook groups is just really, really low. And I'd rather spend my time somewhere else where the quality could be a little bit higher, right? But I guess it's always good to have just for whatever, right? It's just a way to build an audience, Okay. Creating TikTok videos on Instagram every day and promote them. This is a job itself. Like we mentioned earlier, creating TikTok videos and Instagram is great, but I did show you guys someone that can actually create these videos for you. And then you guys can go ahead and also promote those in order to get subscribers and build an audience that way, right? YouTube ads are the cheapest and most effective ad. I personally think YouTube ads are one of the best ways to actually get people to start learning about your product. However, you need to have quality videos. If you guys do want to see the analytics, I'll go ahead and give you guys a quick sneak peek. All right, so here is my Google Ads account, and you'll see that we spend around $170 a day, and I think we've actually spent, we've spent $250,000 on Google Ads during the lifetime of marketing. And you guys can see we spent a lot of money, but we get a lot of clicks. So we got around 10 million clicks or something like that. And we had just like tons of impressions, right? Yeah, 364 million impressions. It's a lot of impressions. But the reason why I do recommend YouTube ads the most is because look at these average costs. The average cost is actually 2 cents, right? These ones right here, 6 cents. 17 cents, 8 cents, 11 cents, 10 cents. But let's be honest here. If you were just to convert 1% of the audience, you would still be making money, right? Because 10 cents a click is really cheap, right? And keep in mind, these are targeted ads. So these are people who are genuinely interested in your product. If you guys go to like Google Ads and look at like the actual on the search, I mean, you'll spend maybe $1 per click. I mean, some of those ads are really, really expensive to create. And me personally, I think YouTube ads is great because there's also a chance to gain subscribers, and we actually do get subscribers here as well. So earn subscribers, you'll see that for this campaign, 827, 179, and it looks like from the life of YouTube, we've actually gotten 30,000 subscribers from ads. Now that's a low number, right? That's not the best number, but yeah, it's different for everybody. You know, we're in the tutorial niche. So if we were like in the make money niche or something more exciting, we might probably get more subscribers, but we did get a lot of conversions. Also here we have the earned playlist add-ons where people are actually adding this to their page and, you know, saving it on their YouTube profile, which is cool. So there's more than 22,000 there and so on and so forth. So it is a great platform. You know, we actually do spend a lot of money on YouTube ads, and I love it because it has a great return on investment. All right. Banner space can work well for branding, but low conversions. So there are websites like Buy Sell Ads where you guys can actually buy banner space. It is good for branding, guys, but just keep in mind that we've actually used these websites like Buy Sell Ads, and this is essentially where you guys can place banners on websites. And websites like Buy Sell Ads, they are the middle person, right? So they'll put your ads on websites that are genuinely interested in your products. And then, you know, you can see the analytics. So these guys do give you all the analytics as far as impressions and clicks and all sorts of really good stuff. It is worth to try it. You know, if you just want to try it, I think that this is great because you want to try to get as many impressions and clicks for as cheap as possible. And they have monthly plans where they'll put your banner on a website for like $50 a month, and you can potentially get hundreds of clicks, right? So it is better than the alternative than Google ads and Facebook ads because you can get tons of clicks and impressions for a low price, like $100 a month or something like that, right? So that is also a really good website if you want to try it, right? Twitter ads. Twitter ads are actually not that bad. We've actually used Twitter ads, and we actually found that we did convert some people using Twitter ads. The great reason to use Twitter is because it's cheap. It's only good for branding. It's not really that good for conversions, but if you want to get the word out about your company, Twitter ads are actually pretty good. So we actually do use Twitter ads, and we have converted people with Twitter ads, but it was a lot lower, and I think it's just better for branding purposes. All right. So now let's talk about ways on how you guys can actually find people to promote your stuff. There are various websites like Collabster, and there's also a website called Social Cat. I mean, there are tons of websites like this. So this is Collabster.com, and Collabster.com actually allows you to find micro influencers and large influencers to help promote your products. So I'll go ahead and pick TikTok, and then for the category, we'll try food and drink, and we'll see what's available. All right, so here are some influencers, and the price really does vary depending on the following of the influencer, but there are some that are pretty good, right? Right here, $150, right? That's not bad. $200, right? Tell you what, we'll just click on this girl right here. She's $50, and she's in, I think, Colorado. All right, now for the plans, you guys always want to make sure that you guys actually get posts or videos. So right here, you can see that they are offering 1 Instagram reel and also 6 Instagram stories. Now, me personally, never go with anything that disappears, okay? So these stories are a complete waste of time. You want to gain a permanent backlink to your website and products. The Instagram reels are cool because these videos can go viral, which does happen sometimes. I'm sure you guys have seen reels where like you'll open up Instagram and it has like 1 million views, right? It could be you, right? It could be anybody, but it's worth the try. Same thing with TikToks. So here they'll create 1 TikTok video or 4 TikTok videos. And I think there's probably some information. The client must send at least 3 products to showcase. Okay, yeah. So you guys can go ahead and contact these influencers. Take a look at their following, you know, see what they're about, see if it works best for you. But I would just try it once or twice, see the results. If you got even 1 sale from it, then it could be worth it, right? So hiring an influencer can be pretty helpful. So I would definitely go with websites like Collapster and also socialcat.com. This website actually helps you guys partner up with influencers. And this one right here is more of a marketplace where these people have already subscribed to the website. So everything is here already, which is pretty cool, right? Okay, so here are some other websites where you can offer your products for free and then ask for reviews. This is also good because you can basically give your products away for free to users and they can check it out and then they can give you reviews on your websites, or they can give you reviews on like eBay or Etsy. And it's just a way to build genuine reviews because it's against the TOS to actually pay for reviews. But if you can give someone your product and they can check it out, then they can actually say, oh, I tried this product, I'll go ahead and give you a review, or go ahead and check it out. But these websites here, they do help you guys out and they do help you get the word out about your company. They also give you backlinks as well. So going to all these websites, trying them out, showing your products and seeing what people say is a good way to get the word out about your company, and also backlinks to your website. Okay, and just to reiterate here, we did talk about micro influencers. SocialCat, Collapster, it's a great website. There are other ones out there. There is one called Grin, but it's like really expensive. It's only for like really large corporate companies with like massive influencers with like large followings. But I feel like those two websites is a good place to get started. Make sure you guys get posts, reels, and do not get stories. The reason why I say that again is because stories delete and they disappear. So after those stories disappear and no one did anything, then there's no backlink to your website. But with posts and reels, there is a permanent backlink to your website. So if users check that profile a year from now, your reel and post will still be available there, which is pretty cool. So here we go. You should focus on organic long-term traffic first, then move to paid. Make sure to exhaust all methods of free traffic before you move to the paid options. Google Merchant is an easy way to make sales. So what I mean by this, guys, is everything that we talked about in this video, I highly recommend to exhaust all the free methods as possible. The paid ways are great ways to get traffic, but just make sure that you guys do exhaust all of the free options. It is a grind, right? You're gonna see that you're gonna be spending a long time filling out a lot of information, checking your email, verifying stuff, clicking on links, creating content. It is a grind, right? But just give yourself like a solid like 2 to 3 weeks to create all this information and content. And once you do that, it's permanent, and then it kind of works on autopilot from there. And my last tip of advice is create a planner and be consistent. I did mention the website Dayviewer earlier. You guys can use Dayviewer, or you guys can even use SellTheTrend. SellTheTrend actually has a planner where it actually shows you, okay, Monday do this, Tuesday do this, and try your best to create like a schedule, because it is very discouraging when going on social media and posting stuff and getting 0 clicks and getting 0 likes. I've been there, guys. I totally understand it, but it is a long-term journey. But as long as you're consistent and you keep trying, you fill out all this information on these directory websites, you create content, you create stuff on your social platforms, in the long term, people are going to see your content and you're going to look like a large reputable company, and that's how you can build up an empire for your dropshipping store. All right, party people, thank you guys so much for watching this dropshipping tutorial. If you guys do have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. Dropshipping is a journey, guys, and when you guys first get your dropshipping website up and running and don't get sales right away, do not get discouraged. Think about like for the first 1 or 2 months, you want to just get your store up and running. You want to plant the roots. So don't expect to get massive sales when you first get started. It is a slow growing process, but as long as you guys are consistent, you guys will start to make sales. My name is Gerald Wilson. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see all of you party people in the next video, guys. Take care.